Hey, welcome back to Métropole Grid. My name is Andre. Thanks so much for tuning in. It's June 26, 2025. It's a Thursday evening. As hot as it was earlier today, or earlier this week, more accurately. I got a sweater on. I'm cozy. It's nice again. Hopefully, y'all are doing well. Big discussion in the chat. Pee pee poo poo. Cold lava, let's go. Why? Egg 3, let's go. Egg 3, egg gluttony. Hi, Dan. Hi, Gotham. Hi, Lucas. Hello, Lucas. How's everyone doing? New York City Megacity hype. If I'm not mistaken, New York City Megacity is coming. It's in Brooklyn, which is in New York City. That is, I believe, June 18th, 19th. It's like in the middle of next month. Sorry, July. It hasn't happened already. It's in July. July 18th or 19th. I might be doing some casting on it. Kato reached out to figure out if we can get some remote casting. It seems like it'll be very likely. Which is pretty hype because Kato does a great broadcast, that's for sure. Turns out Lucas is traveling away outside of New Jersey meta. Oh, sorry to hear. Hopefully you have a cool thing lined up in Boston. There's a lot of good Netrunner in Boston too. Will Rise Supernaut, how you doing, Jessica? Good GM chat. Eris, how you doing as well? I'm normally getting out of bed when the stream starts, but I've been up for hours today. I hate it, but yay stream. I mean, sometimes the early mornings are the good mornings. Hopefully you got a good Friday lined up ahead of you. Hopefully not too sleepy. Oh, hype, Andre. Hey, Kat, how you doing? Brooklyn is legally in New York City, but physically on Long Island. LL, baby. LI, baby. I don't see, at this point, I don't know what Long Island is, and I'm too scared to ask. Like, I've been to Brooklyn. Is that what that area is called? I thought that Long Island was something else. What's the island they put the prison on that nobody lives on? That's not Long Island, right? I also think Long Island's part of New England every once in a while. I don't know. It's confusing. Brennan, it's a grid. How's it going? How you doing? Thursday night. We got a deck list of the week. We played this a lot last week on Tuesday. I think we almost exclusively played this deck, and this deck is just really, really good. Oh, that's Rikers. Ah, that makes sense. Got home early today. Hey, LD, to watch the stream live. How are you doing? I'm doing good. It was a good day today. Pretty busy. A lot of stuff happened. Some bad scheduling, I think, on my part, but otherwise things are good. Tomorrow is my partner's birthday, so as of midnight, wish her happy birthday. So we're doing like celebrations and stuff tomorrow after the day ends, which is pretty good. We did all my like gift wrapping and stuff secretly today, so it was pretty busy. This is Augie's list, second from the online American Megacity. It's an op list, and like obviously op doomerism has been a big thing since we lost border control, but this list just kind of is really, really cool. It's a mixture of rush and rig shooting. It has a bunch of dirty tricks in it. Humanoid resources, just a really good op card. The new NSIGs, 2 Cybersand Harvesters immediately become 1 costers. That's pretty rude. We have Zato City Grids, which are like very overperforming. They're very good. And then of course we have Mitra, which is our 0 coster, which we can grab after finishing our humanoid resources if we don't want to spin doctor. And then this card works really well with Zato. It just gives you so much reach, which is really cool. We have 4 Ice to Trash programs. We have Boomy, which I've actually really enjoyed for 1 influence. We have 3 Stavkas, which are absurd when they come in at 7 strength, let alone just 2 strength sometimes does it. Our ice, a lot of barriers. Barriers mid-range are pretty good right now. Code gates, while Fly Swatter has done a lot into a lot of matchups. And then of course we have the Afrun, which is both a code gate and a barrier, and just makes subroutines fire. Whether or not they trash programs, that's up to you to figure it out. We're also on 9 agendas. We're not messing around with any eminent stuff. We have Hollowman, which we want to grab. Only weird thing about this list is it's not on Mavirus, and you could maybe make influence from Mavirus if you want to, but Mavirus is obviously just a strong op card. Can grab Hollowman, can grab your Regolith. That's always very good, but ideally we're just scoring 3 agendas, scoring it off the books of the counter, and just pushing. It's just been an absolute treat. If you want to watch like good gameplay on this, on Tuesday we had an absolute riot last week, just like scoring and doing really, really aggressive lines. I want to play Zato, but not in Wayland, but it's too much influence. Seems so fun though. I've seen people play Zato in like Jinteki mostly because it's one of the ways that you can throw some of the worst subroutines, right? Like there's not a lot of ways just to do like 3 net damage to your opponent who's running the remote server, but you can just do it. You can just get a Bithynimus. You can throw an enemy at your opponent. I think I've only seen that. I think it's pretty disgusting. But this is like a single subroutine that is really, really, really rough as much as this Icy Snow play. So that's kind of cool. You also can do cool Tucana tricks when you're playing Jinteki, but that is a bit more niche. But you can always select Tucana to grab an enemy at instant speed. So these 2 cards sometimes show up in weird damage decks. So I would watch out for it. It's not super common, but you can spend it. I think Tucana's 3 influence and Zato is like 4. Big part about Zato also is like it doesn't do anything on centrals, so a lot of times people will try and win on centrals, which is a good thing to do against op. Luckily, we're not on like the 13 agendas, we're on 9. But very importantly, of course, the more you fire op, the less cards you have in R&D that are not agendas. So the density just goes up. Jay, how's it going? This is Augie Zato Op. I've really enjoyed it so far. Let's check our stats, but we've played a fair bit of this already today. Or not today, last week. We played a lot of it. So we played 6 games with it. We only lost 1. I'm not sure what happened, but yeah, we'll just queue this up again. Give it a shot. Corp. Let's go. Today we're going to be doing some deck building. We have a lot of like new stuff to cover. We're going to show off some alt arts from Continentals that are done and finished. I get to show a little website that XDG's been working on, which is pretty cool if you want to compare some deck lists. You might have seen this website already, but we got some cool stuff going on. All right, it's Baz. Baz is pretty good. Baz carries whenever the corp reses a piece of ice, and just like Los into Ob, it's kind of an interesting matchup. Always you can get boomerangs at instant speed, but we are the one who like reses ice all the time, either by firing op or by like firing Tukana. So Baz should be eating relatively well. That being said, like Criminal is not the best into rig destruction. Are you live streaming on YouTube right now? That's correct. Now this opening hand, the Mitra is not the best. Master of on HQ is okay. It can just get like transfer boomeranged on click 1. Baz hasn't been doing a lot of the meta, but I'm like pretty convinced Baz has good text. We have the Anthill card, which is kind of cool. I think this might be Baz's best matchup. I think we'll keep this hand. If we get an ice for the remote server, it's probably not likely we'll get the Anthill through because you have to res the ice and then also have its subroutines fire. I haven't seen someone install a flip switch to make Maskarovka not give 2 credits, but I guess they could. That's really good. Okay. So here, I think we might just do like hedge fund Maskarovka install Spin Doctor. If they run the Spin Doctor, they generally lose a click on it. We won't pop it. If they trash it, they trash it. It's a valuable card. We do actually have like 2 copies of, oh no, actually we have no slash and burn in this deck. I keep forgetting. So it's all Aziev all the time. So we'll just have a reasonable play. Sometimes you want to keep your operations so you can do something with humanoid, but we're nowhere near firing a humanoid, so no stress. Hey Thantech, how's it going? This deck is fun. Do you think it's better to try rig shoot or just Zato to end the run over and over? I think it depends on the board state and your opponent. Certain rigs are like weaker to rig shooting. I do think if you like, you know it's their last Kurapira, trashing it is pretty relevant. But again, if it wins the game to do triple end the run, just triple end the run for sure. Verbal, no face check, surprising. Unfortunately, we don't get what could have been the easiest Anthill in the world, so. We could res this at the beginning of turn. Not a big reason to, because we're not going to shuffle the hedge fund back in. But now we will. Okay, not great. We definitely want an ice. This deck has like 18 ice in it. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 18 ice. So we're likely to get something if we draw once here. So I think we just want to draw and then install ice, install Anthill. Yeah, that's good enough. This one actually is really hard to beat. We can afford to res it and still have our Anthill. So this is okay. We'll see if they like prioritize this. Huge fan, thanks for playing my Ginger PD deck. Oh, no way. Oh, yeah. I didn't do a good job. That was a cool deck. Yeah, Be Too Good To Me published that like 1,000 games or what, 100 games in that like weird Jinja PD deck. And we did a really bad job playing it when it was deck list of the week. Which is cool because Be Too Good To Me like responded in the comments, be like how they would play differently. And it was like wildly different than just like good stuff. HB. We're gonna res this. Not a lot of money. Not likely to expect to do something cool here with Baz because you can't boomerang this. This means the Anthill will probably go off, so just clickless getting down no free lunch. That's totally great. The revolver means that we're kind of safe to face check, but if you don't have the revolver, you can face check anyways, as much as this could be Winchester, I suppose. Baz is impossible to lose an internet argument because you always have the perfect answer in hand ID. Yeah, but like eventually the res are like 6 ice at the game and then you have blank text. But that's like the cool thing about op, is that we will extract this and go get a 4-coster, and then Baz can install something. They installed verbal last click. I don't know if they've drawn with it yet. I'm assuming they have. Chesva, okay. We get an Anthill. They're setting up. Order here doesn't matter. We have the Afrun. We have the humanoid. So most of our, no, we have 7 agendas and 37. The SDSs are being challenged most by the Chesva. We can get double ice on server 2. We could like straight push an agenda if we really were comfortable with it. I kind of want the Anthill, but we don't actually need it. Like we could do Afrun. We could put the humanoid on the table. If they trash it, we're fine with it. I'm glad to see Baz isn't just during a run. Yeah, just like Los. It's just straight whenever, which seems busted. This eventually will trash to make it into a 4-coster, which I think in this deck is a single copy of Treeline. So I think we'll just set up the F rune. The problem is the F rune will be on the innermost once we get with the deal with the envelopment. This does technically not beat Boomerang unless it's pre-installed. Oops. We could just put this on the table. We could also just click for a credit. I swear I'm not going to cheat and look at your stream. I mean, I thought that was a given. I don't think we had a joke about it, but okay. This makes it a 1 in 5 on HQ. Like, I think Boomerang run HQ is kind of reasonable for them. I don't think they're going to have any multi-axes unless they drop a DECKLISTS, which I guess they could. I think we'll just hold here and push next turn. Hey, Shlow, I'm addicted to your streams. Watching all the VODs all the way through. Hey, welcome. Hopefully you've been enjoying them. Well, it seems like you have been enjoying them. Ooh, that's really cool, Prognostic Chesva. I don't know if you're newer to the game or not, but I'm glad you've been having fun. I know I have been for sure. There it is. So if we res this, we're going to be down to 3 credits. This is what happens. This means that they have to like Boomerang off the Chesva. If we get the Masquerade because the fire is pretty good. But this is like the weird fork, where if we don't res, we go down to 6. If we res, we get the Masquerade and we go down to 3. I honestly think going down to 3 is kind of fine. The Afrin placement is really gross. It's still an end the run though. Funny enough, Afrin does beat Baz Boomer on the run turn. Yeah, unless if they pre-install it on the envelopment with 2 subs, yeah. I mean, I guess we res this so they don't run back, but it might be wrong. Probably get 4 credits next turn. Yeah, I'm assuming we get this. There likely should be on pinholes. Here, like, there's no shot they're not boomeranging this, right? Yeah, okay, good. I think we have to play slow here because we don't want to score the SDF with the Hollow Man. The turn Antail pops. Oh, you're right. This gets a Hollow Man. We might just get a 2-cost dice for HQ, though. Hit the extract. That's great. I'm assuming they'll no free lunch the tag. Well, if they don't have a better click, they could just clear the tag. Having your cards res is better than not. I don't think this is a Hermes deck. But yeah, in op, like having the res Masquerade is good because we can extract it. But we probably need to extract the envelopment because it's super weak to Boomerang. Anytime Baz installs a Boomerang, it feels like I'm ahead. I mean, it came in for free, so it feels a bit better. I think now they have to no free lunch so we don't trash your verbal. Yeah, pinhole's the worst case. I saw this card. I mean, it's gonna be there. No, that's fine. So they know that's there, so like, oh no, you didn't see that card. Hey, actually, you didn't see that card. You shuffled. Yeah, no, they gotta draw that card. Yeah, right. So they shuffle with the Boomerang. So that's the weird thing with Prognostic is if you use Boomerang on a Prognostic run, it's actually something else. So now they might have to pop the no free lunch. Yeah, that's fine. So order here doesn't matter. Fair, 2 cost. So here we can go get the Hollow Man. We can score out the OZF if we want to, trash the envelopment, go get a 4-coster, do some damage. We might hit some breakers. It's relatively expensive. Actually, no, it's not that bad. So we'll go for it. We'll go for the Hollow Man. Server 2. We have too many cards in hand, but we can easily discard one. So we can either score out the OZF, trash the envelopment, go get a 4-coster. Baz can install. Our ability will happen first. We can't get a 4? Why not? Wait, why not? Don't we have a 4 in the deck? We have Treeline, right? Oh, Ob has already fired. Oh, yeah, never mind. So maybe we just score the off the books, but that's way too expensive. Yeah, you're right. So I don't think we do that. Yeah, we just fired off. That would have been pretty bad. If that's the case, Mitra on HQ is not that great. We could put Mitra in server 2, which is fine. It's also not that good. But we want to score the Azzy up next turn. I don't actually know what they're threatening. I don't want to score the SDF without firing op. Getting rid of this envelopment's good, so we also don't want to extract this turn. We might have not wanted to fire this. We could have just jammed the SDF, I imagine, but this is okay. I think we just do SDF Mitra, or we probably do off the books Mitra. I'd rather have the off the books with a counter. We can get another transfer going through. That's fine. We have the Mitra. I think we just click for a credit here, or we can ice up HQ once more. That's also probably pretty good. R&D is wide open, but I'm not too worried about it. I guess with the Chesva Prognostic Engine, we should worry. There's a Hermes. Okay, it's bad that we installed this deep. Oh god, this is really, really bad if this goes through. I'm not going to res the Mitra. I assume they wouldn't be on Hermes. I'm not sure why. Ooh, is that an SDS? They're thinking. Maybe it's just a trashable. Mitra HQ is better IMO? Yeah, it could be. Yeah, it is the SDS. Let's see what they bounce. I want on the remote server, so if the envelopment goes, but I guess the envelopment goes, we go get the barrier. Maybe. Because they probably need to contest this turn. So it means we can trade like the envelopment for an Afron after they boomerang it. That's kind of cool. I guess it allows us to flip the Maskarovka, but we have nothing to flip it with. Yeah, that is the worst case scenario. We still have our agenda, so it's not too bad. This looks like they want to diversion us. Verbal. So we score the off the books with the counter, it costs us 5, and then we can finish with an extract, or I guess we start with an extract. Okay, fly swatter. So if we extract the off the books, sorry, if we extract the envelopment, we're up credits. Our ice will be rezzed here. If they bounce the F-Ruin, that's fine. We could res the Mitra, but I don't think we want to show them it's a Mitra. Then we have an end the run in hand. So I think we extract first, and then we do 4 advance, 1 advance. Let's see if they install something from hand. So we'll go get our 4-coster. It'll be a tree lawn on server 2. This installs for free. They can Baz here. Extract for 2 Kana. Ooh, Pretty Mary. That's scary. Extract for 2 Kana. I don't know if we want to extract the Maskarovka. So I don't think we can. I think off the books with the counter and jam is pretty reasonable. We could res the Mitra so it doesn't get bounced. I think that's okay. I don't know what their multi-axis is for Pretty Mary to make sense. Like maybe this is a stealth list, but what are they going to do? Like jailbreak? So we'll see what gets bounced. Hey, you mentioned L5R in your stream the other day. Are you following the L5R board game currently on GameFound? No, I picked up like the first 2 cycles of the original card game that FFG did, not the AEG one, the FFG one, for cheap. And so my partner and I have just been building like low power decks and enjoying it. So we can grab a card. It goes into this remote server, which is not very safe against Boomerang. If this gets Boomerang, we can drop a Fly Swatter. So I'm going to assume Mitra makes this safe, but this could be wrong. Do we spend the counter to get the hold the fort down? Yeah, we either spend the counter to get the ice, or we could spend the counter to go get the next agenda. This server is not super secure, but with the Mitra, it might be secure. The worst case scenario is they pinhole run this, because if they drop a Boomerang on this, Mitra beats it. So we actually might just be able to push. I think I'm going to take a risk here and push. Like, I should be worried against Pretty Mary Hermes, but I'm not. So we'll go for the SDS, I guess. So we can score this out for 6 credits. We might get transferred. This is L5R board game. That's the first time I've heard about it. I know there's a video game right now. Is that the god-awful expensive one? It's probably like miniatures heavy, right? I like fetching Antil. Oh, Antil's not bad too. I could see that. I'm assuming this deck is on 2 pinholes, so maybe that's not worth it. Like, scoring this is going to bankrupt us, which is the problem. But it, like, threatens breakers out. Jam the SS is ballsy if they have a way to... We're beyond cook. Yeah, but they have to beat Treeline and Mitra, which is kind of hard. It's like 150 minis. Oh my god. I'm not a big minis person. I feel like I need to paint them for them to do anything. Won't beat if they Q-loop the Boomerang? Oh, that's true. But it's, like, not super likely. How's it going, by the way? Yeah, they could Q-loop it and do it mid-run. That being said, on approach, yeah, so they do it on encounter. It still costs them a revolver, which is good. So I guess we'll be like... We can't fast advance the last points, so we have to set up some sort of Zato thing. We technically don't have to score this. Like, we could put Fly Swatter on it. We could put Afron on R&D. Window! Oh, that's hella cool. With Mag Electric. Oh, wait, this is sick. Oh, that's really good. So if we res this, they could Boomerang it, and then Mitra doesn't go through? I mean, we gotta res it, don't we? There's nothing we can do with Mitra. So we res this for functionally 3, but if they have a boomerang, we're cooked. Will they trash the Mitra? Do we want to just get 3 credits here? I feel like we just get the Mitra for 3 credits. Oh, we can get the envelopment. Actually, no, that's really good. Because they can't beat the envelopment. We don't have enough money to score out, but we actually lose, like, yeah, we just have to half run and stuff. Yeah, but they'll just like boomerang the half run. So I don't think they had a boomerang. Maybe they did, but that's really cool. So now we can't score this out because it costs 6. Half run goes after Baz. It always stuffs to run. Half run beats boomerang when you res this ice during a run against a server. Oh, because it's his turn. You're right. So it's their turn, so they have to install first. I always get that so wrong. Like, obviously it's their turn, so the res trigger, but I always feel like I have to resolve the res trigger. Yeah, unless they Q loop it. You're 100% right. Yeah, we could have stuffed it. That's actually pretty cool. So we can't do anything with this. We have to watch out because they're either going to run HQ and D-res that, which is a disaster, or they're going to maintenance access and D-res this, which is going to be a disaster. So like getting them out of HQ is going to be super important. I think we're in a pretty bad spot. We might have overextended here and want to go down to score down to 0. Sorry? 3, 4, 5. No, we can't, can we? Yeah, this is hard. The Mag Electric is really bad that we committed to an ice at this expense. So I think we have to ice HQ. Yeah, we're 1 credit short from scoring. Otherwise, we would have considered it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's only 10 points and 29 cards. So I think we can just let it stay open. Problems if we do this, we go down to 4. So I think we just do this and click for 2. This is not great. Make you execute the agenda with spin. Yeah, I don't mind that line. I think overinstalling spin's reasonable. I just think it's hard for them to deal with this envelopment and then still this SDS and feel good about it. I think scoring out and going to 0 might be not the worst. If this gets deresed, it gets deresed. Does Mag Electric make a super envelopment? Yeah, but we'd have to re-res it. It doesn't lose the counters when it's face down. So maybe they don't want to. I feel like cutting losses over installing humanoid. That might have been fine. Humanoid spin. The fuck? Okay, wait. This could be worse for us. So this is going to see 3 cards. I mean, okay, we're not playing around that. Lucy, how's it going? One, 2, 3. Nothing. Okay, we know the next 2 cards are safe. Using Uru is actually relatively expensive because they have to clear the tag here. SDS could destroy the revolver. What job is this? Decklist of the week. Sindarian, how's it going? This is Augustus's. Are we just playing an NFL? Oh, we're floating the tag. Okay, hopefully we draw Econ. That's not good. Okay, I think we'll now overinstall it. We'll install Humanoid, we'll install Spin Doctor, and we'll trash the Uru. We cannot score this. If they spend influence on that, I don't know if they're on Praxis, but want to play the Rogue Trader DLC but can't find the time? Started an EU4 campaign this evening and promptly lost all sense of time. I think that's Europa Universalis. I went to check the L5R game. It's called Champions of Rokugan, and you're wrong. It's 165 minis. Yeah, I don't honestly get it. Like, that's so much money for minis. For people who like painting minis, I get it. But like, for having a board game that's accessible and I can actually, play, I think I'm good. A little in the store in my apartment. Oh my god, we already have a Spin Doctor on the table. Why did I do this? I thought we didn't have a Spin Doctor. Okay, Andre, you gotta lock in a bit more. I am online. Hey, music. Chesa's back. Baya, we're gonna clear a tag. Okay, these cards are known, so I don't think we want to do anything here. Maybe there's something they want to trash. How's the heat today? Really good. It's like 18 degrees. I'm in a sweater. Embrace tradition, go back to standees. Honestly, yes. Or screen painted wood. Oh my god, is screen painted wood so good. So these 2 cards are known. We didn't shuffle or anything, so I don't know why the access is here and not in archives. Unless there's something expensive they want to trash. But I'm assuming it's tag removal and then install. So Boomerang on HQ. I guess they could challenge the enveilment this turn. That would be kind of awkward. We would have to shuffle our forecaster back into the deck. Yeah, Boomerang's on this. Deal really only $320. I mean, you sell every miniature. Okay, so this will get cracked. So we want to have a forecaster. So we probably use the spin doctor. The forecasters we have access to are the tree line and Stavka's. So we'll get the tree line. So before this happens, we're going to shuffle back in the tree line. And I think we're going to shuffle back in, honestly, an extract, right? No Winchester? No, this deck doesn't have a Winchester. NRB needs an op view setting where it splits into res cost. I think you have it. I think you just go to actions, sort by... Oh, you don't. You don't have a sort by cost. I thought you did. You don't see the drop-down menu I opened. I'm partly supporting because I wanted to continue making L5R products, partly because I enjoy painting minis. Really looking forward to a new book in August. Oh, cool. So this actually installs Baz too, but we're going to do it. So we'll put Treeline on server 2. They have to crack their no free lunch before they access, and they probably will, so we lose the whole server. I wish we put a second humanoid on the table. Okay, crack. Kentucky deck builder has an offsetting? Yeah, but not the deck viewer, I don't think. Oh man, we could have got away with a humanoid on the table. Standees are much prettier because they don't get ugly, gray, and expensive blob when I get them out of the box. Yeah. Do we want to spin doctor now before we shuffle back? I think the spin doctor is going to shuffle back Holloman and SDS, so we'll just jam the other humanoid. Oof, still not good. This gets boomeranged. 3 boomerangs are still in the deck. Their money is not great. The top of the deck is unknown at this point. I think we need to put an ice on R&D just to keep them a bit busy, but HQ is getting a bit bad. We'll do that. My deck choice of L5R was Charge Bird, which plays like Ob. Crane stuff, I take it? I don't think I've played a game in L5R in months now. The last game Maddie and I had was like 2.5 hours, which sounds bad, but it was like such a hype game. Table Cyber sends 4 to trash and fetches HR. Yeah, we could have done that. But the thing is, like, it would have to fetch the HR in the bin, and I don't want to shuffle this HR back. So I'm going to install this HR, and then I'm going to make sure we don't get blown out by Hermes. We can always res this into Hermes. But if the second HR was in the deck, we would definitely do it. This also gets us a tithe. I think we have one more tithe. Yeah. So much old sealed L5R product. Were you playing back in the day, David? I imagine you were, right? Phoenix using Fushiko. I don't know what that is. We still haven't got pinhold once. Their economy is like barely holding on. I wonder if they're on Knickknack. We've seen a bit of influence. Pretty Mary is only 1. Year is like 4? 3. Okay, so if we res this, we go into 3, but then it's resed, which is good for us. They have to produce a boomerang. Top of the deck's unknown. There's 3 points in archive, so this access 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's only 8 points at 28, so not bad. It seems to be a single axis. We don't care about spinning Hallman until we need it to score. Yeah, sure, but we only have 1 more spin left. It's a DZ. Cool. MU criminal card, so this is just going to fire. So what do we get with the humanoid? We probably get the next spin doctor. We could get Mitra back, and Mitra's actually been pretty good in this matchup. It beats Boomerang sometimes. So we could spin doctor back. No, that's pretty bad. I think we grab another spin doctor so we have more cards in hand, so we're likely to get an extract. I don't know what we extract though, so maybe we just draw a hedge fund. We'd probably have to do something good and shuffle back with the spin doctor first, but I don't want to shuffle our operations back in. The game we should hear Andre's goats and moats. I don't know what that is, super not. Infrastructure around L5R collapse because I love to be able to show off my old Hadamata winning deck. Saucy. Okay, now we really want an extract. Fire, zero coster, spin doctor, new remote server. No operation, but we can do double install. Up on the stream title, Gluttony, there's no Gourmand. We'll get there, passive. How's it going? We'll get there. So our money's bad. We can do a double install here. We have to discard some cards. We can overinstall this tree line, but they still, like, I'm assuming they're going to hit this with a window. Our money is not holding on. So maybe we just do like mask above the law. Drops us down to 5. Scoring the above the law sucks. We have to discard 2 cards. I do not feel like we're in control here. Stavka obviously doesn't do that much into Revolver unless we have the Afrun, which unfortunately is on the table. I think we're going to push it. I'm going to spawn back Mitra to reload into Saucy. Yeah, that'd be really cool after we should have done that. And maybe we should have with the Spin Doctor just got Mitra. I think that's probably correct. They have to be right back. Okay. So yeah, I was considering like bringing the Mitra back, but then... Yeah, we still have the Spin Doctor, you're right. I think that was right, because we're discarding way too many cards. We should have got the Mitra, especially because of goofs with the tree line, Saucy. Yeah, that'd been really good. I think we just trashed this, but that's probably wrong too. Yeah. Yeah, I think we should have cracked the spin. I didn't realize how much overhand size we'd be. If we had an operation, we're less overhand size, but we're really overhand size. And I think we're usually overhand size because we played 2 hedge funds. All the extractors still in the deck. So let's do... I don't want to overextend against Hermes, but I think we just trash this. Ah, no, it can extract it. Wait, do you install them for free? No, we paid a credit. Okay, good. So putting the above the law in there, they have to beat Masquerovka tree line. They don't have money, so they would need Boomerang in hand. They can run archives, get the Boomerang on there. Yeah, man, the Mitra would have been so damn good. So absurdly good. I don't even have a good target for the above the law. So I guess we use Cyber Sand, but then we're going to jam. We're going to like get it out of hand. Yeah, Aziev might be a bit better here because we can get rid of the tree line. Yeah. Discard 2. I get rid of 1 Stavka. It's still very flexible. You can get rid of the tree line and get a 3-coster. That actually might have been better to have a Stavka there because they still have to like pump to break it. And then we'll get rid of, I think the envelopment might be too much, but we'll get rid of the Cyber Sand. Damage hurt so much since they have money for Crim. Yeah, their hand size has been low. And also just like getting rid of this like saucy tree line seems good for us. I don't think I like that turn. I think we could have done way better. The margins in like Opera feel a bit narrow, but if you play the line perfectly, you're very, very, very aggressive. Azato also would be relatively good. Yeah, this is not good for us. So we'll be forced to re-res the tree line. Oh, Boomerang on HQ. So Mag Electric will do a D-res on tree line, so we actually have to keep this out. So I think we just res the Afrun here. That keeps his Boomerang pinned too. It drops us to 3 credits, which is enough for this Masquerovka. So I'm actually feeling okay about this. Because we can respond to them, but I don't think they're going to be installing anything here with 0 credits. Hey, John. Fun fact, the original name of the stream was Jamming with the Cool Nerd Guy. All right. We're not going to do this. How you doing? Really want to try something with HR into KPI? Yeah, KPI would be super smooth. Especially to get like the 3rd ice there. Saucy tree line, Metropole Grid after dark. Is that how you doing? We flew too close to the sun with SDS and we're paying for it. Yeah, I think we should have recovered. What's going on? Oh, Saucy off Prognostic? I guess we're just trying to use our Chesva credits here. Which is like so surprising that you can actually install the Saucy. ASRN. Excited to know. Okay, this tree line's coming down. Oh, fuck. We should have overinstalled this tree line so bad. Oh, imagine, because now they're going to do a window, but they actually can't fire the window. They have no credits. So we're going to Ozzy up this tree line and we're going to look like so cool. Wait, they have no credits to the window. We're fine. Besides the fact that we're going to be bankrupt, we're fine. And we score this and we go get our unfortunate Kesselroyd. Yeah, KPI Mirror Morph sounds kind of cool. I'm looking at the Steam Summer Sale and it's looking really mid. I think that's what I've heard online is people say it's pretty mid. I think I've got to that point for a while now in Steam where it's like, I think I own a lot of the stuff that I want. So it's only like if new releases come out. I'm being bankrupt. I don't care. This tree line firing is going to be way too good for our opponent. So we'll trash this. We'll get the 3-coster. Oh, 3-coster. Even better. So Sandstone, Boomy, Masquerovka. I like Masquerovka. Do we need anywhere special? No, that's fine. Slash and burn the tree, yeah. We hit a verbal and open market, but they got a simul chip back. So they could use a simul chip back this turn if they want to. They have no credits. We're going to have to discard another card. I don't see a world. Oh, 2 cards even. I don't see a world where... we have double spin doctor. Who cares? So we need to score 5-3 to win. Sandstone's better than Mask if it's rezzed. I'm assuming with their credits, it's just going to be Boomerang or Bust. You're not wrong, though. We'll manage some of our agendas. I don't think we're going to afford this envelopment. It's really good against what their deck is doing. Remember a time when Steam sale men get really excited? Yeah, like I used to buy like a dozen things every Steam sale. Now it's like maybe 1, but the sales don't feel as good. Or both, so yep. They don't feel as good as they used to. So the score 5-3 from 0 cuts. What's the issue? Ian, how's it going? Best I can do is 5 credits. Now our opponent has no cards in hand. They haven't been respecting slash and burn. Spin Doctor's been on the table for a while. They got a bit close to death there. Funny enough, they Baz install before the damage because that's on the ice res. It looks like they're grabbing a Chesva. I thought they grab a Saucy because this doesn't get them back in the game unless they have a breaker. So I don't know what they're doing with this. Maybe they're just trying to hope to prognostic every hit. Because if they prognostic every hit while running, that does put them back in the game. All right, we'll shuffle the agendas back. I'll wait for them to do something. Hopefully this bricks. Because then it's just not a great click. Access. Just check for access. Obviously they will. They won't jack out. But I want to respond to their prognostic. Because if they can respond. What could it be? I mean, do you want to prog? Here's what you reckon best faction in the room is at the moment? In Netrunner? Okay. My guess is Shaper. Unfortunately. And then probably Wayland or Jinteki. That's my guess. I think all the runner factions are doing really, really quite well. I do think the Shaper decks they seem a bit better. But good stuff. Hosh is doing great. Sable's doing great. Not a lot of weird stuff going on. What do you mean, unfortunately? I feel like the good stuff Shaper, like its play pattern is pretty boring. Just like genuinely pretty boring. Okay, we don't really make a play here. We click for 3 and discard a card. That is the fate in which we live. Transfer is unlikely to connect. And then we can get out of this by extracting. The question is, what do we extract? I think we can't play the game unless we have 3 credits. I don't think we want to score to 8, but like that's kind of where we are right now. Our opponent's not really doing much. Stavka's good, but they're the boomerang deck, so I'm gonna not do that. Good stuff Shaper's always like that, yeah. Yeah, it doesn't really want to run that much. Extract comes with like a hero to save or poor play. I wouldn't use a sentence like that. I'm happy to see extract. I definitely wouldn't say that sentence. But I mean, you did. Publicly. So that's fine. Shaper, Crim, Anarch, but also all 3 are viable. Yeah, they all seem pretty good. We going for a single here? Or are we running HQ? Yeah, Saucy's kind of annoying. So if we don't res this, we get like de-resed. Like no matter what, we're going to re-res here. But if this happens, the Mag Lecture goes through and we're a bad spot. We could brave this. We're going to get one of our ice de-res. I'm not sure which. But no matter what, there's going to be some financial damage here. Meanwhile, Seb's good. I don't think Seb has won anything in a little while, but Seb is really good. Yeah, what do we do here? We could even res this and like throw out an agenda, but I think we just take another turn off. I really don't like this. All their money's attached to the Saucy. They've already got 3. Will they get 6? They probably will get 6. This is annoying. Yeah, we really need to stabilize our economy against this. I didn't realize this would be so D-res based. I thought it would just be like good stuff cram with Baz. But the fact that it's so D-res, like we want to make sure that we're in charge of our economy. We're not in charge of our economy. If we don't res, the boomerang gets used, which is not good for us. We want to make them abandon the boomerang. And then we get D-resed. We probably get the Hermes bounce too, because you can D-res an ice and then mag electric. There's no window, and 40% of the time it's bad. So I think we have to res this. Runners aren't busted overall until Nova is competitive. I don't fully agree with that. Oh, alarm clock. Cool. Shaper also favored because it's resistant to kill. If Corpus don't have to rely too much to kill Shaper, we lose a tad advantage. Yeah, the not kill thing is really, really valuable. So next turn they're running HQ, so all of this shit's gonna fire. We're way too slow. Oh, sorry. Oh, they could have prognostic something, I guess. Yeah, I fired that too soon. Yeah, the click compression on the window is good. Like installing the saucy is really hard, but installing the saucy with the window is like super sick. Struggle with finding a corpse since rotation. My favorite HB Glacier just doesn't have an agenda suite. Yeah, HB agenda suite, not my favorite. But like, I do think you can play some LEO. I think if your meta is like super criminal based, it's gonna be kind of hard. Okay, Hermes off the top. Cool, just Chesva. That actually did cost credits. Yeah, that cost 1. So they didn't have to draw, which is good. Hey, Laura, did someone ask about HB Glacier? Yeah, there you go. This feels really bad. I don't think we win this. Yeah, okay, now we lose it. That's what they were waiting for. So what are the D-reses they played? There's one more window of opportunity. They're going to get into HQ and maybe D-res as Afroon. So I think we just do credit, and then we have to extract the Maskarovka for a Kessleroid and get that on the outermost. I think that's our only play here. They can obviously install something, but with 2 credits, they might not have something there. Missing my Surveyor and Satyr Bladed Barrier? Like Satyr Adaptive? I don't think I ever played that card. I don't think I'm missing Surveyor, though. Jamie Thule is really doing it for me, not the Iceless one, but more of core sports vibe. Hey, Blurby. What are they doing here? Oh, I guess they get a free Ches with Prognostic, sure. Either that or they have a Boomerang off the top deck to deal with the F-Rune. Okay, so Prognostic failed, but they got information. Now they draw 3, which is kind of sick with Verbal, and put 1 back. So they always break their Prognostic lock. Yeah, I don't think I enjoy a lot of Thule, so I haven't played it. But I do think the sort of like jammy, weird 7-point combo decks are probably real. I think I need to spend a lot of time sitting down. Okay, our money's good too. Their money's not great. I kind of wish we had the envelopment, but we probably have to do a 2 ice for mode and push, but we're still kind of weak to some sort of trick. Yeah, window is going to get down what? Third chest. Okay, let's see what happens here. Do they prog for a Boomerang off the top? Oh, they have a Kurapir off the top. That's pretty good for them. That's really bad for us. Res Afroon? No, I don't think we do. I think we only res this if and when we need it. Oh, okay. That makes more sense. Okay, so they didn't want to fire only one subroutine. That should have made a lot of sense. I don't know why they broke one. But yeah, they wanted to break all of them. That was always a big next design jammer back in the day. Yeah. Strength up is okay. Okay, so they're through. So here we can do the same thing where we can res the Afroon. They get up to 6 credits. We go into 7. We can discard a card from our hand, which is kind of fine. And then they can't break this. That means they don't get into HQ, so they don't get to do Mag Electric. That being said, they'll be able to run a next turn. It still costs money, but their money is free. So like HQ, we just have to get rid of, no matter what they're getting in there. So this is not the worst. Kurapir breaks it for 3. So this is 2, this is 3, cost 5, but they charge the Kurapir fully next time that they run. So like making the right decision on when you res or don't into window opportunities the entirety of the game here. I think all we need to do is like basically replace this F-Rune with an Afshar, and then if they alarm clock it, they alarm clock it. We can res the F-Rune and discard a card because they're going to twinning. There's a small chance they win here. I guess we res it. 3 ice might be a problem for them, but not the position. We'll get rid of the Azyef at this point. NFL? We have no way to fast advance the Azyef, which would be sick. So you can't use Kurapir. We can rescue an agenda post-res? What do you mean? I wonder if we just put an Afshar on the remote server. It's like very easy for them to just do boomerang. Oh, transfer last click. Yeah, that's not good for us. Oh, everything bad's happening. Yeah, this is snowballing backwards. They are not... I hope that they close the game on this turn, because we're going to be stuck in there with them for a while. I do think our economy, yeah, we mismanaged it. Now we're just like barely treading water, if at all. We're now snowballing backwards. This doesn't feel good. Their crew appears fully charged. We're just dead. Yeah, we're totally dead. 50% chance if they use their twinning cure. We could res the Spin Doctor. If they had to click left, we should. They didn't use a twinning. Okay. Yeah, the Saucy, we should just destroy it. We could res here and get an extract. This half run is de-res, but I think we'd still consider extracting it. Yeah, I'll res first. Good. So that's their last bird, last window. So it's all just twinning at this point. We're very likely to still lose. We could put an Afshar. They'll probably just run it. They definitely run it with alarm clock, and we still have a big chance of losing. So this is not good. I don't know what else we do. Yeah, those were good draws besides this SDS, which is not good. So like they can still see 2 here. Maybe this keeps them a bit busy, but I doubt it. I think we've exhausted their economy. The problem is now they're going to get their last breaker, and there'll be a 6 like 6 Chesva credits with a twinning and what's it called? The best thing we could get is a Zato and then make the game about the remote server, but I'm pretty sure with Hermes we can't. They straight up died an enemy, and I don't think they should be playing around it. Yeah, alarm clock is totally going to cook us. They'll double click instead of losing 2 credits, I imagine. And then they see 3 from HQ, so it's super likely we lose. We might have wanted to just draw and discard, but I don't know how we get out of this. I think we just needed to stabilize. We shouldn't have pushed the agenda. We should have just pushed more money. Again, I didn't realize this would be as D-res heavy as it was. It's pretty miserable. Hey, Tron. How's it going? How was your Eternal last weekend? All right, so they saw... Oh, okay. They only saw 2. We probably should res the Antil. It's the grid. Yeah, we're probably going to QQ here. Yeah, I think we're going to QQ. Yeah, I don't think we want to go to turn 14. Threw together some last minute meme decks and I sure did lose. I mean, hey, that's always an option. Was APAC a better or worse experience? I think that's it for me. Yeah, we got nothing. We need to stabilize a bit. Yeah, I didn't respect the amount of D-res. Definitely needed to work on the money before pushing. Yeah, if we can get some more money, I think we have a chance. The problem is like we can't really control it. We're so weak to a lot of like really obvious D-res stuff. Maybe we can weather it out, but at this point it's like way too late. Our board state looks like this against this runner on turn 14. Like that's not good. Jammed above the law. I mean, There's a 0% chance. And this way we actually like preserve some sort of dignity. He convinces himself. We ran our econ into the ground. Yeah, we really, really did. We either could have used the off the books to get more money, which I think was probably correct, or to get ice on R&D, which we survived a couple of R&D big digs. Cool. Looking to see it. Thanks for the game, eh? Yeah, I think if our money was a bit better, that'd be pretty good. Go switch to some more established stuff. Me? No, this is established. Wait, what are you talking about? Unless you're talking about yourself. Better but not good enough. I haven't been grinding competitively. Oh, okay. And hoping that I would find something that suits me, but wins but haven't. Okay. Did you end up taking a Dawi? Oh, that's not it. That's it. Hey, Zelty. 41 cards. Cool. Hey. Best of luck. Have fun. So I don't know what Zelty's up to. We have some really good ice for the matchup. Fly Swatter is probably pretty disgusting. I'm assuming we're a lot of botulists. Maybe this deck is on dolls. I can't tell. Boomy's really good. Masquerade is really good. Every card here is fantastic, and we have the Cyber Sand open. So we just don't want to get gourmanded. So we'll ice up probably R&D here. So we'll just do the triple ice play, but the sand is absurd. That's really, really quite good. I don't know if the remote server should be the Masquerovka or the Fly Swatter. Against Anarch, like Fly Swatter is really good into the botulist push. It cost us 2 credits, so we can still Cyber Sand into the thing that we want. So I guess that answers it. We'll do Fly Swatter on the remote, Cyber Sand in there, Mask on HQ. Yeah, that's a really good hand. Very, very good hand. Swatter remote, Mask HQ, Cyber. Yeah. Yeah, this is very good. Ideally, you keep this innermost so botchers can't beat it. And then eventually we'll have to play around Banhar, but we're pretty good at playing around Banhar. We also have this for like botchulist tech, which is sick. Loup wants a trash card. We're going to be building Loup after this. So you want to make sure that it's not that easy. Here, Zelty could definitely drop like a Gourmand run R&D and draw 2 cards, which is pretty good. I don't really value trashing cards off the top of R&D, but against Ob, it's a bit more important because there's a lot of like weird one-ofs that are part of your chains. There's a correct play and a fun play. Someone's finality click 3. Madani Cookbook. Oh, sick. Okay. So this is really good that we both have. I mean, you want to install that, don't you? Do you want to install your thing? Oh, they'll just do it on our turn for sure. So on his turn, so this is going to be really good. We're not on a virus. So we'll trash this to get a 1-coster. We'll get the humanoid. This might be the rare time that we go get, what's it called? Mitra, because Mitra is going to be really good into the Madani deck. So we drew our 4-coster. We'll trash this. Do we get a spin here? I don't think we get the spin. I think I'm going for the Mitra. I think Mitra is going to be so much better into this matchup. And we already have a really, oh my God, is that absurd? That is such a good, we do knockoff noise. Yeah, there's another list published like this, that it was like Madani and viruses. I think it was a Hoshiko list. That is so good. Mivra is awful into Madani. They can just do it after. Yes, you're right. And a Fly Swatter is actually pretty bad. It's good later. Yeah, it's not good for the first, but once they get a botch on there, yeah, that might have been an overextension. I think I might have analyzed that a bit wrong. Do we want to push the off the books as a 3-2? Not really, but it's what our hand is giving us. Yeah. Maybe. This deck might be on, I think it should be on Augustina, because you can install viruses on our turn. But the single Madani for the single fermenter, like, it's fine. You just lost 2 credits. We probably might even just purge next turn. We'll see how the board state goes. I don't know if you have to respect my virus, but yeah. At least this gives us like flexibility. They have DZ? Yeah, they might. I don't know what the influence spend is on. Okay. Banhar. Okay, that's good. So we can get off the books with a counter. Or sorry, without a counter. We can score off the books or we can push for a counter. So far the server is like hard to deal with, but if they have their bosses on Madani, they beat Fly Swatter. That is the biggest issue. Yeah, they said they can do the fun thing, and so they went for the fun thing. Install Antil, res Antil, extract Antil. So we gain 3 credits, but we go get a 2-cost ice for the remote server, and we get an advancement on it. That seems really silly. Let's just do this. Next turn we'll score and we'll probably jam the next thing. Maybe it's an Antil. Might just be an above the law. Above the law for Banhar would be really good. Advanced 1 Tithe HQ. I'm not worried about HQ. I'm worried about this server. Like, this already does enough. Botches is really easy with Cookbook, but yeah, we'll just make the tower. This is what, 4 influence? 3 influence. So it actually probably simul chips, not DZ, is my guess. That's really good. And we're running. Let's see what happens. We can res most of this. So the tithe starts. Oh, Mitra's on every single ice. Yeah, yep. Raindrops. Okay, sick. So that changes it a fair bit. Yeah, that's a better. That seems nicer. So I think we just res the tithe and the tree line. The cool thing is if he botches the tree line, the fly swatter does something. And then we'll have the Mitra. So we have to res all of this. We can Mitra the tithe. That's really funny. I think we Mitra maybe the Boomy at some point. Oh, oops. One more time. Can you run back? I was about to hit no there. There's no shot we Mitra the tithe. This is not egg. You're disappointed? You really want, like, do you want egg 3 or you want more Alco? Jolin, how's it going? No. Res tithe, yeah. So this will be 2 cards, but they get 2 cards, but we just need to make the tree line have text. Hit a steel skin, hit a memory diamond. Okay. So this drops us to 3 credits. We can Mitra for money. We're trying not to. We'll see what happens. Stream to omelet. So if they botch us on this, so be it. They could also just let this fire. We get a credit, but they get another card draw. Feed egg. Hey, D. How you doing? You moved yet or no? Okay. So in theory here, we can like Mitra for the Boomy and get the core damage to trash the tree line. That's not that good. So I think we just have to res this and get bankrupt. We might just pop the Mitra for 3 credits so we can score this. That means next turn they can't run this unless they get another fly swatter. We want weekly Wednesday egg streams until we hit 100. Egg 5. Shit, I don't know what to do here. I think we have to fire the Mitra just so we can do something. Actually, no, maybe we just extract this. We do credit, extract the tree line. Yeah, that's probably it. So we'll res this. We're moving in August. Okay, sick. Very, very cool. Hopefully you're as excited as I reckon you might be. Till the carton is empty. I like do 4 eggs at a time. It empties really fast. So far this Madani has been like flexible, but we haven't seen more than 1 program on it, which is where it gets really strong. So I think we just do credit, extract the tree line to get rid of the botulus. The tithe innermost is actually kind of bad. Wait, this kind of sucks. Maybe I didn't consider this. It's still something though. And we're on 9 credits, so not my favorite. Boomy still has like part of its text on the outermost, which is cool, but the problem is with Madani, that doesn't really work out. Very excited going from to work all the time job to 9 to 5 and have summers off is giving me a lot of life. Yeah. But having the like summer break is like very, very cool. And obviously not everyone gets that, which is quite sick. We can Mitra the tithe into Boomy or ETR. Yeah. Yeah, that's a cool thing is that we can Mitra the tithe because we have this in the bin. So this Mitra gets a bit better. Again, I don't know what you expect this to be. I think it's just an off the books. If we score this, we go on to 6. We might be able to jam the next thing. Because again, Mitra is 3 credits. I think we just keep chaining. And we'll hopefully not draw the above the law. Because society. There's a paladin. Ah, it's a paladin. I'm worried about the Augustina. The Augustina is actually kind of annoying, but you need a lot of stuff on Madani. Probably jam money? I don't know. I think we can rush under. There we go. Gourmand into Audrey. That's very, very scary. Oh, this is probably fine for us. Wait, this is totally fine for us. Fire all. So we hit another Audrey. So that one wasn't installed. So now we continue. So now we do a Mitra trick. No. Tree line. res, continue. So now you can't break this because you don't have enough cards in grip, let alone Audrey won't have enough counters. Hey Ren, I can watch this deck do good stuff. I heavily fell apart in my hands last night at locals and tonight in my league match. It is very, very tricky. I've not done a great job so far, but we did a great job on Tuesday. How you doing? Why do you credit extract instead of popping Mitra when Fly Swatter is hit to swap the tree line for the Boomy? Because that doesn't end the run and then they steal our agenda, right? And having the Mitra for this is like way better. But the big thing is it doesn't stop. Like this doesn't end the run. So they take a core and steal our agenda, which is sometimes fine. So we have one more anthill in the deck. So we definitely score this. The question is, what do we grab? Fly Swatter still ends the run? Wait, what do you mean? We did end the run with Fly Swatter. What am I missing, Spark? So we can install something here. We could install an anthill, or we can install an agenda. Installing the agenda, they have to get through this. So what would they possibly do? I think with two anthill, we just get extractor, maybe Rego. Yeah, maybe we do just get Regolith. And then we just put the Stavka in front of there. Because now they're going to go centrals with like Gourmand Audrey, which is annoying. If Audrey gets counters, we can't beat that. Luckily, Stavka kind of does. It's annoying. It's like 3 cards. I think we'll just go for the Rego. No, Rego's slow. Maybe we just go for Anthill. Anthill's fast. And then Anthill becomes a Tucana. I like that a bit better. I'll go for the Anthill. If you search Anthill, why over Advance? Oh, fuck off, D, because I feel clever. Oh my god, you're right. We could have had another credit there. We're padding HQ and unpadding R&D because we want to draw our agendas. Yeah, don't even. Oh, that's bad. Thinking Mitra can swap any ice on the server? Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's just from your hand or from the bin. Yeah, you're right. That was very silly. Yeah, we're padding HQ. Super padded. Now, you can't bluff. This has to be the Anthill. Like, you have to be careful when you play in person. You can't add it to your hand and then install a card because you have to, like, reveal and install it. Masquerade is not bad. It's a card and the Audrey counter. But I'm assuming here we, like, have to fire Loup. So, like, you can run RD, install the Audrey first, get 2 counters on that. With 2 counters, you can't charge this. This is, like, pretty good ice. But yeah, I think you need to install the Audrey before you access here. Okay. We lost Fly Swatter. That's really good. But like I was only scared about the Gourmand because it can charge Audrey. So I do think Zelty needed to install this. How'd you miss difference? HQ is the Banhar. Okay, so I'm not scared because the Gourmand is fired. Zelty might be on pinhole, but I do think the Madani decks are like probably 3 Madani, 3 Simulchip. No, 2 Simulchips. Maybe Ashen, Buffer Drive. I doubt it. Okay, never mind. I don't doubt it anymore. Zato is going to be really good in the matchup. So I think we just get like a Boomy on R&D. We'll put an ice on HQ and call it a day. Next turn we push. We also can just use Stavka. Like Stavka is also really good on server 1 because you can use the Stavka to trash the agenda. Or best case scenario, like trash an ice to install into over the agenda. If you're rezzing it and you're panicked. I really want to res this when it has text. Well, like maybe we shouldn't have done this because we can't really afford to res both of them. And now we just made HQ a bit softer. I SDS with Tucana if we have no 2-pointer. Yeah, probably. It's hard for them to deal with this. Like he has to work a lot, especially with Zato. Like this becomes after you break it. Well, not after, but like the problem is that we don't have access to Fly Swatter, but you can Zato the 2-coster to get a 1-coster installed to like get over the agenda, worst case. But I think we want to SDS. The thing is like, I don't know if he installs his Audrey. Banhar and R&D. I do think you want to run HQ here with the double ice. But I think we're writing checks so we can't cash. Zato's really good. Let's see if there's more disruption. Like this deck could be running Cacophony. It could be running Augustina. You heard of C diff? I don't think so. What does that do? I've been doing, by the way, the Infernos. Pretty bad turn. I mean, yeah, not great. Try and get a Paladin. 2-coster. Yeah, let's go get a Tucana. We could just get a Kesslerite, install it for free, and that's actually kind of sick too. Like it is just a Kesslerite. Like just getting more ice on the server seems important. I do think we're pretty comfortable here. Cause oh no, we do Hollow Man. And then we do Hedge Fund, install STS, Stavka. Yeah, that's way harder to deal about. What about 4 Zato EDR by installing with Ob and Mercia to score up basalts? I mean, don't threaten me with a good time. I'd do it. I didn't realize I introduced you to those. Yeah, no, I've just been doing like time stuff. Like the Mondays, which I can do on the bus ride and feel smart. But the Atlantics have been really fun. My sister's like really into those sort of things. Crosswords. And she didn't know about them either. I think she's doing them now too. Oh, Nuka. Okay, that's more influence. So we shoot down the fermenter. That'd be pretty slick. We can actually like ask for like action, and maybe Zelty panics and installs the Audrey for some reason, assuming that we can trash Madani, especially if it's loaded, and we can shoot the Madani, but it will definitely get rid of the fermenter. Today's Wednesday one was my favorite times in a while. Okay, I'll check it out. I haven't had Arkham for a bit. And if I'm going to my friends to play Arkham on Monday, I'm on the bus for a bit. So that's like usually what happens. So we score up for 6, we're on 5. Not great. Yeah, killing Fermenter's still going to feel good. That's for sure. I just don't think his deck needs that much money, because I don't think he's on breakers. That was a really clever theme. Definitely a little trickier than average Wednesday. We played Longest Night last night. Oof. Oh my God. Longest Night is the best. It is so good. What a good scenario. Like straight up one of my favorites, not to play back to back because it is a bit rough. Like there's a lot going on and it's very hard, but it just great mood, just enough tools to feel like you got something. You have to use all the tools. Building into like teching for the scenario is really fun. And then just like hella hard. Okay, there's a 20 behind us. Hey, Diogenes, how's it going? Does Banhart beat Zato? I think you may resolve 1 net damage and not trash a program if they run it. Does it beat Zato? You may resolve that separate team when the runner encounters this. This says encountered each turn with a piece of ice protecting the shows and whenever Corp would resolve. I'm assuming Banhart wins. Why does Banhart not beat Zato? Trash it for cost so the sub is in the bin when Zato reads it. I don't get that. It's trash before the subroutine resolves, so it makes sense Banhart no longer applies. Because Banhart is the first encounter each turn with a piece of ice protecting the server, and the ice is resolving from the bin. Okay. I'm gonna ask for action to see if he does anything. He has 0 credits. We'll see if something happens. There's no reason to ask here. We're gonna be down to 5, which is not great. That's not super intuitive to me. It's deeply unpleasant ruling. Yeah, it feels weird. Yeah, it is. And so now we can fast advance if we top deck a 3-2 as long as we have 5 credits. So we're feeling good. I actually played 0 DI Bloodlines, but I'm bringing it to Snare Cabin this year. Kimberlite Field Threat. And just be, oh, this is the new, man, I'm like so upset that I've never really enjoyed Dune Imperium. I've enjoyed playing Dune Imperium with people, but the game, I just can't get into it. I don't know why. It feels like I just draw bad hands because I drafted poorly, and then I'm just like locked out of the game and I don't make interesting decisions, and then I get in a really bad loop. I've just struggled to find the fun in it. And I do think a lot of that is skill issue. And the people I'm playing against are good. And skill issue. DI Bloodlines is an expansion. Yeah, the new Dune expansion, Ian, came out like 2 months ago. Andre, you and me both don't like Dune Imperium. It's like, it seems cool. There's a lot of cool engines. I've played with nice people. I just, yeah, it's never been like hype. I am tumescent. I don't even know what that word means. I've been so excited for it. Like the Dune board game? Yeah, Dune Imperium, the board game. Not like the one from the 80s. But the like slight deck building worker placement one that they've made twice for some reason. This is like an expansion for Dune Imperium Uprising, I'm pretty sure. Could be wrong about that. Looks really strongly addressing my frustrations with DI Uprising. What are they? Devil Charm? It looks like our ice is gonna go. Someone's got a Chival Charm. Someone's got a Twinning. The entire game's an R&D behind a Boomy. The 80s version looks really, really charming, and I think the Bene Gesserit rule just like lives rent-free in my head as being the coolest thing. I played the Dune board game once and don't remember what happened. It didn't make a strong impression. I'm not good at wrapping my mind together in games like that. It felt like the sort of like trading resources into resources like Arnak, but definitely way more tactical. But it felt like Arnak. The Dune and Goon for 4 straight days. Oh man, the word goon is just my favorite word. So good. My frustration with DI is that I own D already. I mean, you can resell it, I guess. Uprising came out and ruined my day, yeah. I've heard that the first game has some like balance issues that Uprising really does address. As much as they didn't want to call it Dune 2. Because there was a Dune 2 film. Recharging our ice, you're not trapped in here with them. They're trapped in here with you. Like, I don't understand our reach. Not popping the fermenter was a breaking point. Really needed that. Yeah, it was a lot of money. Against Op, you have to be a bit careful. Lots of them are on 3x virus. So thematic to the books, lots of good fun. Yeah, I think every Dune game I've played has been really thematic to the books, as much as I haven't finished the first book. Like OG Dune with expansions better than Uprising, because I would win at OG and Jonas wins Uprising. The Madonna is nice, it doesn't protection against purge. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I guess it does. Yeah, it's cool. They just Madonna at the end of their turn. They can't really purge it. I just think the idea of, unless you're installing, okay, that Tranquilizer's not gonna do anything. Top deck win. Top deck win. Beans. We can still top deck win. No, we can't. Install. No. I wanted some money. We got some money. The whole game's an R&D. I think we just put the Afshar in R&D. We can put something in the remote server to keep him busy, but I just don't think he can do the remote server. I don't know what to do here. Yeah, I think we just try and find a 2-pointer. Maybe we just put a Spin Doctor in the remote server. The issue is like if the server goes down, we lose everything. Yeah, we'll just put a Spin Doctor there. That'll see us the most cards. I think moving from OG Dune with expansions to Uprising is a big shift. My last game went to the High Council 4 times. I don't know what any of those words mean. Besides the game. How long does it take to play the OG Dune game? It's like a 3 to 4 hour thing. I think I'm at the point where someone says you can play a 4-hour board game and I'd be like, I don't think I can do that. And not because I don't have the intention or the interest. I just don't know enough people that would play a 4-hour board game. The comments is 3 to 4 hours followed by no, it's quick. And it helps us with the draw. It helps us a bit. It does help us a bit. It draws 1 card, but this breaks lock and draws 2 cards. Our little friend is down. Yeah, triple icing R&D is worth something, but Zelty needs to find a lot of points to threaten the win. If we raise the Boomy and it gets charmed or like destroyed, so be it. You should see my Arkham Horror group, Andre. Arkham Horror is the one game that I have a group of folks that we meet and play like 3 hours every week. So that's okay. Banners on server 1. Oh, we're real sending. Okay, I gotta think. So Madani hasn't been used. Oh my god, Madani hurts my head. So what happens if we don't res this? If we res the Stavka, so be it. So what happens? Maskarovka gets banned hard. They have to break Tree Line, they have to break Fly Swatter. I mean, they can chisel the Fly Swatter. I think we just throw the Tree Line at them. Do we res the Stavka? It makes us go down to 5. We can trash something to make it even bigger. They don't have to break the Stavka though, but that means they have to break the Maskarovka. Do we not just Zato them out here? Yeah, I think we do eventually. We won't trash. Yeah, we'll Zato on the Tree Line. This is meant to be Antil Dermo, by the way. At this point, financially, maybe. But if we keep the Spin Dog, the Holloman, we win. Oh, because we're going to res the Zato and have no money. Yeah, the Antil is pretty good. I guess if we res both, we won't have money anyways. Maybe we shouldn't res this. It's okay. We'll buy ourselves a turn. Maybe even it should have been Cyber Sand. Oh, they jack out. Okay, shit. Never mind. We're good. Pinhole for the Hollow Man? Ah, yeah, that's pretty good. I wonder if they drew that off the raindrops or the steel skin more likely. Yeah, that's fine. We shouldn't res the Stavka. Yeah, it might have been wrong. It's still a good server for us. And if we drop Jam a 3-2, we'll just put it in there. But yeah, now I don't like the Spin Doctor. Mitra would be really good. This deck should just be on 7 Mitras. It's that good, right? There's a lot of points in R&D. I'm worried about that. They can instantly destroy any ice with Chival Charm. Chisel comes in free with Paladin, so like they can open up R&D. Yeah, I think I'd be a lot happier if this was an Antil, because we'd be on more credits, more cards, and now we just need a jam and agenda. So the best case scenario, we'll Spin Doctor back. I guess we don't Spin Doctor back first. But no, we do, because we want to res the Spin Doctor. So I think we Spin Doctor back the Hollowman and probably the Mitra, maybe just a hedge fund. Yeah, I'd do a hedge fund, because Extract is in the bin and 3 hedge funds, so we don't have a lot of burst money. Eye for an eye. Oh, sick. I don't care. Loup hasn't fired. I'm not resing anything. I don't care if we lose our hand. We want to draw 3-2 for sure. Yeah, we definitely want to jam a 3-2. Feels like we don't need Hollowman. No, we definitely don't. But it's a nice thing to have, because if they ever run through this, we can Zato a 3-coster into a Hollowman, and then they like lose to fast advance. Do you need to spin anything back? No, but it'd be not bad to draw a hedge fund. Audrey's coming down. That's good. So they can see too. They can just trash these manually. They're using the twinning. Okay, that's good, because we don't care about the maxes on HQ. If we had an agenda, we put in this remote server. So I don't generally like HQ multi-access when we have to protect the server. So they trash that with eye to eye. Not bad. They trashed an Afshar. They trashed an Antil. They're trashing and making money. Wait, this Audrey's fucking massive. Oh no. Joey, how's it going? This is a 4-card eye for an eye? It's a 4-card eye for an eye. That's hilarious. Yeah, we don't really need to purge because we have Zato. Like, we just throw the Stavka at the Audrey. So I'm not super stressed. I mean, that's fucked up, but we're gonna do it. Chad told me this will work. Check for steel skin? Why? 2 in the bin? Wait, they can just trash this. Oh. When the runner encounters this ice, this is an ice you are encountering. Can't they just... Oh, this is when they... Bye. Find a 3-2. Okay. So we have a finance issue. We don't need to shuffle any of these cards back in, but we probably should. There's a tag. That's actually pretty good. So we could just like go slow and trash resources. Madani Chisel, yeah, I think the Chisel's a 2 of in the deck. Twinning is a problem. Banhar is a bit of a problem. We've lost 2 Audreys so far. There is an Ashen in the bin, but we have a buffer drive. I think you used Madani that turn already. Yeah, I think you're right. Mitra HR Shuffle. I like the Mitra back in the deck. Humanoid would also be fine too. Yeah, that's reasonable. I think we have an agenda we can just jam it super safely, so let's just find an agenda. We might actually not want to shuffle cards back, but those are fine cards to draw. Extract is pretty good if we want credits. Unfortunately, I think we just draw here. Okay, no agenda. So I think we just trash a resource credit? No, that can't be it. Like, trashing the Banhar is fine. Unfortunately, we could draw once more and get an agenda in the remote server. That's also okay. But we can't score it out that turn. Unless we, like, fire a Fly Swatter for... No, I guess it would be a tree line for an Anthill. But all our Anthills are in the bin. Credit Stretch trash twinning? I'm not too scared about twinning. They have to install a card. He can see 2 from the top of R&D. Maybe that's something. But I'd rather, like, extract this. The issue is, like, we have our 1 Kessleroid. I'm more worried about Banhar. The issue is if we trash the Banhar, we don't have credits. If we don't have credits, they don't have to worry about this ice. We'll draw for our agenda. Sick. Hey, Jacoby, credit extract trash Paladin stops twinning charges. Yeah, they threw out the other one too. That's probably better because it stops the twinning and it stops their economy slightly. Tranquilize on tree line. I mean, that's fine. We'll just extract that if we need to. I really don't like Tranquilizer in the modern meta. Like, this game is going pretty slow. Hey, Scrub. But this just seems like still giving us the ability to res the tree line if and when it matters. I don't know. This card's 3 influence. I don't think it's better than a Simul chip. If people are resing like, what's it called? Anansi's, so be it. But people aren't resing Anansi's. All right, so this is Banhar. So we can put an envelopment and win the game. Oh, I guess they chisel charm it. Hold on. But we could put an envelopment and win the game. I guess we just get 3 credits at a minimum. I did Trank a Bioac. Yeah, that's definitely something. They have Steelskin in hand? They probably don't. But more importantly, yeah, they only have 1. Maybe they have it. I think we could have tracked their Steelskins. But yeah, I think they'll just chisel charm it, which is not great. So we definitely trash this. I don't think we get another ice here. I think we just get 5 credits and let them see like 1 card unless they install the chisel. Is this what Kessleroid is for? Yeah. Actually, maybe you're right. We just get the Kessleroid down there. Yeah, I'm okay with that because we can still extract from here. And then they have to like take 2 damage. Get Fly Swatter. I'd rather Fly Swatter if it purges. I think purging the Tranquilizer is not super important. So I guess they're taking 2 damage. They could install the chisel to see 2 cards, and there's probably a lot of agendas. Yeah, it's safe. And this puts the Boomy back in hand, and there's some value in that, instead of going for the bin. Hit a chisel, hit a botchus. Whoa, those were sick hits. Okay. Those are good hits. I mean, if they chisel charmed or 1 cost dice, like I'm not excited. Wanted to use buffer? Oh yeah, you still can. You did not. Did it offer? I don't know why it didn't offer. Did Zelty click through it? Oh, beans. We can... Yeah, sure, but it might miss. So you'll have to protect the card. It's a tricky one to fix. But come back. Oh, / move bottom? There's a command. Thanks, Ian. You can manually at the bottom. I have no idea. So now he has to click on the card in the heap. You don't have to close the prompt. Oh, okay. They're doing it the chisel. Interesting, the chisel, not the botulus. Yeah, so you can click on the heap and do that, I imagine. Yeah, of course. Learned that. Only 4% chance to break your game? Don't worry. Yeah, it's not likely. Oh, it does only work from the grip. Okay, so necessary. Installing the chisel just to get the twinning. Again, there's a lot of points in the deck. Like, a lot of points. There's 15 points and 18 cards. Like, again, a lot of points. Oh, fuck. That many points. Holy crap. Yeah, that's bad. That's so bad. Maybe we should have dealt with the palette with the twinning. Yeah, that's not good. We're gonna lose to R&D classic. I mean, yeah. I think it makes sense that they don't want you like quickly or secretly put cards from your archives on the bottom of your deck. I wanted to trash something. Tough luck. We're charging this? I guess we're devil charming this? I can Zato it. Apparently I can't. Because they encounter first? So Zelty could have got rid of the thing. There's no way we lose if we double ice all servers. No, I agree. I think we just need another ice here. Clear tag. Okay. I don't think he can beat this. So I think we extract some garbage on HQ. We Mascarovka R&D. We Uzyef in here. It's 3 and throw an ice with Zato. That doesn't lose. Spin Doctor we can just shuffle back for points, or we can extract the Spin Doctor. I don't think it matters. We'll shuffle back garbage. Afshar, Hedge Fund. Extract Spin. I'd rather just extract one of these. They don't matter. Hold on. Hold on. We're getting there. Should be fine. Order lol. Yeah, that was pretty bad. Have you been playing more Corp than Runner lately? Yeah, we're meant to be playing Runner today. I'm surprised it got to 1020. But I've been enjoying Corp more as much as Runner seems pretty favored now, or a bit favored. I just think Corp, the decks are more interesting than the Runner decks. They can buffer drive a Bacillus on whatever, and R&D might not be safe. I mean, if he does that, so be it. He has to buffer drive that, get the money. Yeah, he could do it. He could do it. But like, we can't stop him from doing it. Because Madani gets beat, it beats Boomy. So he has to like buffer drive. He has to draw the card. He installs it with Paladin. He has to draw another card to not die to this. So it's hard. Hey, Weddy, how's it going? I prefer Corp as well. Yeah, right. Modernly, I think there's like every faction has a couple Corp decks, but like if I play Criminal, it feels like I'm playing the same deck. Anarch, it feels like I'm playing the same deck. Shapers, more so maybe than the other two. Velasquez Steel Skin meant to do damage plus Kesselroyd. I mean, I think he can do it. I just don't think we can stop it. We can make it harder. His money just isn't there. He does a Paladin though, and Benhar's on R&D. Maybe actually we should have put an envelopment because we res the envelopment. I guess we're down to 3 credits. So if he forces envelopment res, then he could run this. But I do think if he forces envelopment res, either he flatlines. So maybe this was better as an envelopment because there's no way he beats envelopment without flatlining. And if we res it, we probably win. And then if we're on 3 credits, we probably win anyways because he can't run this if he doesn't die to that. So I think an envelopment might have been better than a mask. I don't think I've been playing particularly well today. That's okay. All my tickets for Constant Beginner. I'm excited to spoop. Yeah, let's go. After this game, we'll show some of the surprise support. Is this sort button on your archive from Cyberfeeder? Control for me. I think that's the default. Yeah, we got some prize support to show from Continentals. What's going on stream so far? We just played 2 games of Decklist a week. The games have been rather slow. We haven't been like very able to quickly close the game out. We got pretty far behind a D-Res Criminal and just kind of crumbled. And then this game has been a bit slow too. Then it might not be working. It's a bit real. Shit, we're gonna lose to it. We should have put envelopment there. How's the decklist of the week selected? I don't know. I don't think it's public information. Yeah, this should have been envelopment. I'm gonna kick myself if that's we could have got that down. If we lose to not putting envelopment down, there's so many points still in R&D. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, there's 8 points in 17. He sees 2. Yeah, we definitely could have put envelopment there. Yeah, we're not playing well today. It's kind of like public. Oh, I don't know if anyone has. I've never heard anyone explain it to me. All right, hope for the best. Fuck. Boomy was even better. Yeah, Boomy was even better. But technically, because Zelty misplayed, I think Zelty should have put the botchless on the Madani. If Zelty played right and put the botchless on the Madani, well, he played more optimally there, then it beats Boomy. But this technically does actually lose to every other card in our hand. Literally, the only card we played was the card that lost. We could have played Boomy, which would have worked, but Zelty misplayed into that. It shouldn't have worked. And Envelopment would have flatlined. That was pretty bad. That was the most GG fuck. GG. It was so. I was not happy. Yeah, we did not close that game out at all. That was pretty bad. Something to do with likes and favorites and maybe comments. Yeah, it's definitely some amount of interaction. I just don't know like if one of those variables is weighted more than the other. Sometimes we've had like really weird deck lists of the week that get there that feel like they weren't the obvious contender. So I also don't know if it's like interaction closer to the selection date or over the last week. Yeah. Yeah, that was not good. We could have done better there. All right. I got some stuff to show. So Continentals. Hold on. I have to pull it back emotionally. I'm a bit distraught. All right, so Continentals is coming up August 22nd to 24th. If you haven't grabbed your tickets, you only have a couple days left to grab the tickets before we enter the full price. Currently, it's 60 Canadian. As of 4 days from now, it'll be 70 Canadian, and there will be some bonus prize support if you get the early bird ticket. So grab it sooner than later. That's for sure. But we can show some stuff off. So we're commissioning 3 alt arts at a minimum for the event. It looks like it's 3 alt arts, and we have a couple of the alt arts to show off. So I'm going to be starting with this one. This is a petty cache. I'm gonna be showing the cards. Obviously, you see red text all over them and red boxes. That's where the text goes, and the red border is like where the spill line is. And so this is from Laurent Duhamel, who is a Quebecois artist. Zen reached out to get this. This is a petty cache, and this just shows like a dépanneur. A dépanneur is like a bodega or a convenience store in Montreal. And in the background, there's a lot of like very French references and references to Quebec. The thing in the back on the wall, I'm convinced is from Blueprints. I don't know what it is. I asked, is this a Blueprints reference? And everyone's just like smiley face, and I don't know what to do with that. I probably should ask more directly. But this is just a nice colorful petty cache with a dépanneur, which I'm really excited about this. I need to get all the text on this, but this is definitely one of the prize you get for Continentals. Pretty cool. That was the most dramatic comeback I had on JNet. Zelty, good game. We had 2 ice on R&D. Our hand is 3 ice, so we put the wrong ice on R&D. We definitely goofed it up there, but good game. Cool. Fun that both UK Nats and any cons are doing petty cache. I'm not surprised. I do think a lot of people want more petty cache because it shows them in multiple decks, and it's also going to be around in the format for a long time, so that makes a lot of sense. No mo cache? That was my grandma's scratcher. The next one we have up, you probably recognize this artist. Again, the other artist that we just looked at, again, I want to make sure I'm naming the name right, Laurent Duhamel, hasn't done Netrunner art before. There's just someone Zen has worked with before, so that's really exciting to see. Sleeping Bodega cat in the back. I think it might be a dog. I can't tell. I think it's a dog. Pretty sure it's a dog. The OG art is kind of fugly. It's not my favorite. It has a vibe though. Next artist up, I don't have to tell you who this is. This is a Scataminga Sting. This thing turned out fantastic as well. We wanted a Sting alt art because I'm not a big fan of the Sting art. This was done by Oda Nuvo, who really wanted to get some Chiteki alt arts for sure. I think it's a sheep. Kind of looks like a sheepdog. It does look sheepy for sure. A bit of a rabbit too. That's pretty cool. So not only is this like a very, very sharp Sting, the floor is the Montreal Rosette logo, which you might be familiar. We've been adding it to a lot of stuff, a lot of different alt arts, but there's a really great Sting. You have that same sort of like character portrait you see on like Anvil and Hammer of the small runner who's like kind of succumbing to the bad thing that's just about to happen. So yeah, this is a really cool Scataminga with the scorpion tail. We had a couple choices of like different color palettes. This was definitely the one that like felt the most Jinteki and is really striking, but this one's straight awesome. This is the right text box on it. So this is going to be filled out with all the appropriate things for Sting. I think Sting is the art. It's a card that's going to be around for a while longer, that's for sure. And it definitely needs an alt art. I like this one a heck of a lot. This one turned out fantastic. I like this a lot. Yeah, this is really great. Last one, the last art that we have, I can't show you it because it hasn't existed. It doesn't exist right now, but I got 6 sketches in. We're really excited to be working with Adam S. Doyle, who you're probably super familiar with, and we're commissioning a transfer of wealth. Adam S. Doyle is more known of doing cyberspace stuff, and classically the Count Siphon cards have all been like physical representations of, you know, runners walking into HQ and taking credits, and we're doing something that's more like a cyberspace depiction of an avatar stealing credits from a corporation. We got 6 different sketches in today. So far, Adam's been great to work with. We'll get the card finished obviously in time, but I can't show anything because it's super early. But we're going to be having that as another one of the alt prizes, and I'm super excited to work with Doyle, who is like one of my favorite Netrunner artists of all time. So we're getting a transfer wealth in. I'll show you as soon as we know more, but that's obviously going to be super hype. A very cool card to get a really great alt art for as well. Anyways, those are the 3 alt arts we're working on. There's a whole bunch of stuff also going on behind the scenes when it comes to other prize support stuff. We're working on a trophy for the Crown of Servers tournament. That's going to be on Friday, but all this sort of stuff can be yours. I'm pretty sure all this sort of stuff is just attached to, I want to double check because folks are in chat, like Zen and John are in chat, but I'm pretty sure all this stuff is just participation. I don't think any of this stuff is attached to winning. It's very likely that we'll have foil versions of some of this stuff as either the early bird and or attached to like getting good rankings at different events over the weekend. So we're not sure exactly what the breakdown is yet, because again, we want you to buy your tickets now so we know how many of these we have to print at what budget. So please grab your tickets sooner than later. I can promise you early bird, you'll get some of the stuff. I do believe we've promised some of these in foil. So that will come, and then we'll have some other stuff. But as a participation, all these cards will be yours if you want to show up on August 22nd to 24th. So that's coming in just a couple months. So sort the stuff out, sort the travel out, get your passport. We'd love to see you. I've just added the APAC Cons participation art to the ABR page if anyone wants to see more cool arts. Oh, very cool. Yeah, cool. I'll definitely check those out. I'm excited to see what everyone else is doing. The 2 other cons going on. Gonna double check that I got my ticks. Yeah, please do. Please grab your ticket if you can. It's a bit cheaper now, and you get some nice foil stuff attached to it. So please grab it if you haven't already. Color shifted for a Winchester art too. What is a constant? How much are flights to Canada? I imagine it's like not the cheapest for where you are, Lucille, but it's August 22nd to 24th if you want to come down. Getting a plane ticket to Montreal. Cranked, I'll see you there. It's really cool. I know a lot of folks are coming in. It's meant to be like one of the bigger events. No, it's going to be the biggest event in North America for sure. Already with the tickets we've sold, we've come to that number. We have a limited capacity. Like we're not going to be more than 100 players in terms of like we can't have that space. And I think legitimately that might be a problem we run into. And for that reason, please grab your tickets. We're already like more at least halfway there. So please grab your tickets sooner than later, because if it's full, it's full. We can't do much about that. Of course, I've talked about the team tournaments on Friday. If you want to come in for that, it starts around noon, and it's just the afternoon into the evening. It's 8 rounds of Netrunner of single-sided, or 4 rounds of double-sided more accurately. So come check it out. It'll be fun. Crying every night I'm across the country end of August as a Montreal resident. No! Sorry, Schlo. Sometimes it'd be like that. Thanks for the heads up. Got to buy my ticket ASAP. Art looks amazing. Yeah, Kokoro, grab your ticket. Glad you're coming in, but do grab your ticket sooner than later, because it's going to get more expensive, and we just want to know how many people are coming for sure. So for everything in attendance or early birds, but there may be some bonus pricing TBD. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there'll be some bonus stuff as well. I'll show you the Doyle as soon as we can show the Doyle. He's been working on it. The deadline is like end of July-ish, so we can get it printed. So the latest you'll see it is beginning of August. We'll be able to show that one off. But man, those 2 were done really early, and I think Scott was great to work with. That was all Eau de Nouveau, and Zen worked with Laurent. So I'm assuming it went well. Cool. Another thing I'm going to show you. This is a website. This is Netrunner deck comparison tool. This was done by XDG, which you can find out because the APAC end of the line is sick. Okay, let me pull that up really quickly. After this, we'll pull it up. I'll just pull up Always Be Running. So this is something XGG put together, and it's kind of what you think it is, and it's really quite nice if you want to do a bit of comparison. So this is a place that you can post in multiple deck lists and kind of compare them, which right now is actually kind of important. In some ways, it like doesn't tell you too much because decks are pretty similar. So like one thing we can do is we can look at Hoshiko decks. So let's just grab some random Hoshiko decks that are doing well right now. So we'll grab that Hoshiko deck, we'll grab this Hoshiko deck, we'll grab this Hoshiko deck, we'll grab those 3 Hoshiko decks. And what this website can do is if you just post in URLs, so add deck, it'll confirm. Yep, confirm add. Then you can add in another deck, and then you can just repeat this process. I don't know what the limit is. I've done up to 3, and it's worked fantastically. Did I do the same? Yeah, I did the same twice. Okay, so apparently you can do that, and it'll show you there's a lot of overlap between 2 of the same deck. We'll add this, and then we'll add Oops All Friends. And then this tool just allows you to look at the lists and compare them. So you can see the differences, and it basically breaks the decks down so you can see what's in all the decks. And I like the comparison and the contrast. So this is the direct deck intersection, deck differences. This is the page that's the most important. So these are 3 Hoshiko decks from 3 different tournaments, I believe in 3 different regions. One's in Vancouver, one was APAC Megacity, the other one was America's Online Megacity. And this is how few differences there are in the decks. 2 of the decks are running a pinhole, 1 isn't. No Free Lunch shows up as a 2 of in a couple of the decks, which makes sense. Paladin Puemo, one of them has 2. Stone Ship shows up in another, and then one of them has an Azamat. Shout out to XDG. This is sick. This is super, super clean. I know I'm going to be pulling this up when casting, especially when you see people in top cuts that have been like, I want to see what was the list Augie pulled into one tournament, and then the next week he's playing Hoshiko. What are the differences? And you can actually use that to track like people's perceived change in the meta or where they're playing. Really cool website. Again, link will be in the description. It's already in the chat. It does exactly what you want to. Apparently you can save and share the comparison. I don't know what happens. Oh, cool. So it makes some sort of downloadable. But yeah, this is hella cool. XTG has done a lot of data stuff in the background, grabbing the results from tournaments and doing graphing and sharing all that sort of stuff. So this is just like the next element of it. This came together as of like this week. XTG was sending me like earlier versions for like bug testing and stuff. But yeah, this is super slick. Bomb takes in April. Oh, cat, sick. Fantastic. Yeah, this is definitely cool. Check it out. I like it a heck of a lot. And if you want to see like how people are responding to meta so you can respond to the response, this is exactly the tool that you want. Again, the website is deckdelta, great name, .jnet.xdg.me. Shout out to XDG too, who is also like spun up the extra copy of JNet that a lot of online tournaments have been using recently when JNet has been like kind of crashing out a bit. All right, let's see APAC Continentals. So the other 2 Continentals, if you're not in this area, there is one in Australia and then there's one in Cologne. I think they're all in the summer. APAC Continentals is the 10th. We're the 24th. Cologne is a bit earlier on the 3rd. So this is Cologne. Let's look at Sydney. Yo, that's sick. This is Bishmuth? Who's Bishmuth? Checkmate. Wait, that's awesome. You see the opera house in the background? Yeah, that's really nice. That's really, really clean. I like that heck a lot. For those who don't know, that's Reina Roja. I'm not sure if this character is meant to be someone in specific, but that is clean and colorful. Also, the fact that Reina's playing chess is just perfect. For those who don't know, Reina was like a chess master in the lore before Reina became some sort of like special ops commando, the Red Queen. Yeah, that's really, really done. We're super pumped by it. That's really cool. I don't know who this artist is. That's awesome. Checkmate. Very bold, very colorful. Very cool. This event's also going to be like hella cool too. I'm really excited that APAC is having like in-person events of like the size that they deserve to have. Very, very cool. Anyways, that is the 10th. If you're not aware, this is in Canberra. Where is it? In Forest Lodge, New South Wales. I'm assuming. I don't think that's what that is. Of course, if you haven't seen the official prize support too from NSG, we can't like mess around with this. This has to be what it is. So participation is B1001s. Top half gets the Dechinyo cards, which are really cool. They actually have like 3 or 4 different arts. We have the magnetic click trackers for top 8 and Gourmand playmat by Kachen in the top 16. This sort of stuff is sanctioned, so we can't mess around with it. But all the sort of stuff that we do on the side, that tournament organizers do, you can do with that as you will. It's in Sydney. Okay, cool. That makes sense. Assuming that's the opera house in the background. And the bridge, I'm assuming, is by the opera house. What is the Cobra Wings for Hair? I mean, they're from what's it called? That one NBN thing. Wings for Hair is a cool look. Jai, enjoy your work or whatever. Thanks for dropping by. Forest Lodge is a suburb the venue's in. Oh, okay, super, super cool. Also, Cologne is earlier. This is us. This is Cologne. You get this prize. I saw this as a card back online. This is from Brindamold, which is super, super sick. This is for sign up as well. And then you see the NSG official stuff, which I believe I have to add. We've added a bit more details about the event, and you know, you can sign up for your team tournament thing. Do that sooner than later. And then we have some prize structure stuff. So we should embed this with a couple of the images for sure. Corpo just wants to be Quetzal. By the way, I'm doing my final replay stream tomorrow in about 24 hours if anyone wants to join, drop by. Oh, super, super cool. First replay review. It's a stream. Oh, it's live. That makes a lot of sense. Very cool. All right, I think that's all the news we wanted to talk about today. But again, grab your tickets. You'll hear more from me from that for sure. And in the meantime, let's play some Runner. I want to play some Lou. I do want to play some Lou. I don't know if we're going to play Madani Lou. I know there's a Lou deck published recently. We have like maybe an hour of stream left, so we can try building a Lou. Maybe like vibes based. I know this is the one that was played by Radish at the Mega City. Did pretty well. This is 41 cards, so not dissimilar to what we played against, I think. And then it's just like good Lou, I reckon. We're on a buffer drive. We're on no Ashen, which I don't know how consistently you are actually Ashening in the modern meta. We have the Breaker Suite, which one Rising Tide I think is pretty slick. I do think you want a Fractor. Some cards are harder to deal with than others. We might as well have one of these. I think if we built this deck, it's not going to end up too much different. Let's try just for the sake of it. But if you're interested in ceramic poker chips, Netrunner tokens should also look into American cons. Pre-order to guarantee availability. Oh, cool. John, is that part of the like the artist colony, or is that like a separate thing? Yes, I actually played Rising Tide. Let's see what we can do. It's been a while since we played Loup, but trashing cards always feels really nice, so why not try and trash some cards? Okay, what is non-negotiable? What goes in? So we're gonna try and play the like basics and then build around that. So I'm assuming we're gonna be playing Raindrops. I like Raindrops a lot. I feel like we just need the card draw. I do think like you end up playing Steelskin, Raindrops, and you just end up with too many cards in your deck. But we'll start here. We're playing Banhar, so that's pretty good. I'm not a big fan of Scrounge. I feel like this is way too slow. Spending 2 clicks to reinstall one of your programs just ain't it to me. I don't think I've seen a deck in the meta where Scrounge is the play unless you're already kind of goofing on them. So I'm not too sold on Scrounge. It feels very, very slow. I think maybe if you're playing Lilypad, you can get away with that. And I don't know how we spend our influence. Like maybe we do play Lilypad. I don't know what other console we're playing, whether we're playing Keiko for free credits and MU, whether we're playing Lilypad, could make sense. So in Lilypad, maybe it's a one of. Are we complaining about RCS? Just draw Bravado? I mean, I don't think we play Bravado in Lou, but I have some artist colony, but people can pre-order over the next week. Oh, cool. Steelskin will play for sure. Strike Fund will play for sure. I don't know what else we want to play here. The price is like pretty expensive to get through your deck. I like this card a heck of a lot. And if we play some big expensive stuff, so be it. Wildcat Strike is not the worst card you can play. Let's just go over through all the tabs and see where we're not missing anything. I don't know if we're going to do Ice Destruction. It's like pretty slots intensive. I wonder if Chisel Charm is better than doing Aqua Sarah Screw. Aqua Sarah Screw is really expensive. Otherwise, like, I don't think we're a Bling deck. We probably don't play Carnivore because it's really card intensive, but it is a very cool card. I wish it gave you more MU, but again, it doesn't. I reckon you make a good argument that RCS is the second best Enter card. It's very good. The bad part is when you get like a single off of HQ on turn 1. Like that's the bad part where they don't res, but like it's so easy to make it make sense for you. I say about that keeps dying to rig shooting, so I splash for 1x Scrounge. Yeah, Diogen, I could believe that. I do think that's like a problem or a way to like address a problem that the faction has. I could see it. There's other ways I think to address rig destruction. Some people are playing 2x breakers, but yeah, that makes sense as one influence. We should totally do Carnivore Lou. F it. I mean, it's 10:30. Do we play 2 of these? The idea that you want to play 3 of them is even more dead cards in your deck. And the more dead cards you have, you can feed them to the Carnivore. Let's try it. We'll see if we can cut down from that. For playing Carnivore, we're going to be trashing once a turn, so no surprise we should be playing at least 2 Solidarity Badge to fuel the fire. All our extra copies are just for Carnivore, so we can build a bad deck. We get away with it, which is kind of cool. Gachapon for setup. I think we don't really need that. Let's keep going. Demolisher Ludo? I know, but we can trash anything. Literally anything. We need Buffer Drive. Yeah, we'll get to it. We'll get to the neutral cards, but I think we definitely play Buffer Drive. I actually don't have a good idea how we spend our influence, whether we're on Simulchip or not. All right, breakers. Audrey, most definitely. I think we play 2 Audrey. I don't know if you want to play the full 3. I think we can try and build something mulch-like where we have Audrey, but we also have like legitimate real breakers. I don't know what the real breakers are. Abasu could be our cheap code gate if we need a code gate. Why do we need a code gate in the meta? Like VSA maybe? Is there anything else that forces out a code gate breaker? I don't think so. But it's not bad to have. This card's like okay, but I don't think we're going to struggle to deal with our cards in our hand and push them for tempo with both Carnivore and Audrey. What else do we want? Botchless is good. Descent? Oh yeah, I guess it deals with Descent, but you barely see Descent. You see Descent like in the Nuvum lists. Maybe you're better off playing a Buzzsaw. Oh yeah, Fly Swatter. It's good to deal with Fly Swatter because we do struggle with Fly Swatter for sure. So having a decoder for Fly Swatter makes some amount of sense. This card's bad. Like the numbers on it are just not good. Ideally, you're breaking 1 for 1. It cycles a card. Let's convince ourselves that's worth doing. We'll play 3 Gourmand. We'll play 3 Fermenter. We'll play 3 Botulus, which we are. What else do we want? Oh man, I guess we're not playing Lilypad. Leech is a good card, but not bad. It's the same as Shibboleth. Yeah, and I don't, well, Shibboleth comes in at like 3 strength usually. We'll play a Rising Tide. Stargate kind of makes sense with Badge, but it doesn't make sense with Lou. So that is already 15 programs, and we're already at 30 cards. Carnival Audrey seems like a ton of self-hand pressure. It definitely is, but I think you need Audrey to have some like teeth. Literally. I'm assuming. I don't like how this deck is going. I feel like this is way too much stuff. Maybe we'll cut the Carnivore and panic. Crew Charm. I think Charm is like, Crew and Charm is not bad. Crew is really kind of expensive. Like paying 4 credits to trash a piece of ice is a lot. Like that's obviously like cheaper than breaking a lot of stuff, but it feels like that seems to be really, really expensive if you're not Seb. Got locked out by some X-Men earlier, packed that 1x Tide, yeah. We need money for sure. I'm hoping that like we go pretty far with a Fermenter, but we're gonna go back and add money. We can run too many cards because Carnivore would trash them. I mean, okay. So if that's the case, we end up with an Augustina, right? How many viruses do we have? I can't believe Gourmand's not a virus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Probably not it. You can feel the hand pressure, but just with Audrey, eye for an eye. Imagine it's a lot worse with Carnivore. I mean, I don't know if we play eye for an eye. Let's go through here first. The Augustina probably gets caught, unfortunately. We could play Cacophony. It's fun. Cookbook for sure. I liked at least 2 because it's like very, very valuable on a lot of different interactions. Fencer we don't want. We probably don't need Fencer. Cacophony seems solid. It's like probably way worse than playing a twinning. So like you can't play Cacophony without playing twinning, I'm imagining. We want to run centrals anyways. So not the biggest fan. We'll play Banhar. I think we're gonna play 3 just to play extra copies and have a thick deck. We'll play at least a twinning. Could be a Nihilist deck. This might actually make more sense now we don't have enough viruses. Paladin's fine. Mystic, we'll see how many we have. Sounds like Fireworks outside. I don't know if we can self-damage with Lagu. It's a really good card. But we'll need to play like double Ashen. Even some damn Sabotage, is Charm Offensive ever worth it? No. It's hard for this to be worth it. I think maybe with enough destruction we could try. The problem is it needs to be in your hand at the right time, at the right place. It's a really good effect if you could spawn it. It's just kind of really hard to make this line up. I don't know. Maybe if we had control of Stargate with some Sabotage is a bit random. We have Gourmand so we can target a bit, but it's just kind of a lot. Light the Fire is a card I think I would add if we were worried about a certain matchup. Currently we're just trying to test and then I would hone with this. The thing is, you do trash cards with this, which is kind of cool. Like, it does do something that works with you. Hannah's busted, but we're not playing Hannah. I think that's it. We've spent 1 influence. Playing Carnivore, so more ice will be in the bin, and that's bad we can trash it. I mean, you're hoping, but like, this is the worst card in your opening hand, and I think that's the thing I'm most worried about. Yeah, I don't know, Declan, what do we want to play Lagu? Maybe we could play like multiple buffer and just like rip through our deck. The thing is like Carnivore does churn through your deck. So maybe we can get away with it. Lagu is like very, very good. And we just need as much card draw as we can get. So what else are we playing? Well, what are we spending influence on that we're happy with? I think we need more card draw. So like probably playing some Amena Nukas makes sense. I think we need to play like multiple Ashens and Hope. No Gamble. We'll definitely play Gamble. We're on the Mystic as well. We're on 49 cards. Uh-oh. Do we play an Alarm Clock? I feel like this card was a lot better with Imp than it is with Gourmand. We can probably play some Simul Chips. Price is always solid. Yeah, Price is a bit better with Carnivore. 3 Ashen, 3 Buffer, ship it. I find myself not wanting Gambles on Lou. I could believe it. I do think with Carnivore, we're going to struggle a bit more. How do we spend all that influence? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Maybe we just don't play this. This is 52 cards. Will this be terrible? Abasu, like, do we play 1 Hantu just so that we have like symmetry? Probably go to 3 Nuka to try and feel Carnival Banhar. The problem with 3 Nuka is that she's unique, so the second copy is not as good. It is very good though. Buffer's RFG, there's a chance you want 1 if you're running with multiple Ashens. I'm assuming that we only fire 1 Ashen. But now that we have more ways to get multiple Ashens. Alresh is a good deck. Yeah, I have it open. It's just like, that's a reasonable Lou deck. We're not building the most reasonable Lou deck. 3 Paladin, holy crap. Okay, say this is what we open with, right? Like, this is the issue. Carnivore's really expensive, but we could like drop Carnivore. Imagine this is what we do. Turn 1, drop Carnivore. We'll run whatever central they don't ice up. We throw out the Strike Fund and the Abasu. We end up drawing 2 cards. 1 from Lou, 1 with Carnivore. Wait, does this not draw a card? This doesn't draw a card? I thought this drew a card. 48 tickets told for cons. A few minutes ago, Hoobie Lucker number 50. I think this draws a card. Okay, so we draw this. That's not that good. There's no shot it's Cacophony. It probably has to be another twinning. I think this is so important for money that we play multiple copies and just hope that we like play ratios. I think Cacophony is the worst card we have. I think Solidarity Badge Lagu is our draw engine, which is pretty good. Maybe we play like a smooth 55. So this hand is okay-ish. I don't know how good the leeches actually are. It works okay with our breakers. It's okay with Audrey. Sometimes it saves a card. Maybe we have to be on 3 Audrey. Like our engine pieces are Audrey we want at all costs. Carnivore we want at all. 3 Lago seems excessive. I think we need to be excessive because we're a 56 card deck. We're not consistent. And we're on Carnivore, so we don't care. 2 action can't be necessary in 50 cards. You're not wrong, but I think we're going to try it. I think I'm going to try it. So I don't have to care, and then we'll like reset at some point. Like this is much better. I'm okay with this hand. I do think we want the Gourmand as soon as possible. And maybe, yeah, maybe we just play Carnivore. Do we play a Fencer? How does it survive kill? We trash it. Easy. We just destroy it. So here we do Gamble, we do Mystic, we probably run if we can. If not, we do Lago. We could actually just put Buffer Drive down too, so that we don't mill cards, but I don't think we mill cards. Like we mind milling cards in the early game. Okay, I can't play the Cacophony. It's not good. I'd rather have the Twinning so much more than Cacophony. And this brings us down to 55. This is fine. This is okay. I wonder if we have to play 3 Cookbook because we're that inconsistent. No, that has to be it. I don't think the simul chips are that good. Like, are we simul chipping for Gourmand? What are we simul chipping for on tempo? Like, I guess we can reset Audrey, we can threaten Botulises, but like, I feel like the meta is pretty mean to Botulis right now. Badge seems good. We can cause Hantu because it's bad. I don't mind having it. We'll probably won't install it, then we'll end up cutting it. We can change the host, no shot. Could consider Onicom. Yeah, I wouldn't mind Onicom. No. Bing, wait a second. What are you talking about? You want us to cut Carnivore and from the Carnivore deck? No way, that's not possible. I think we're going to have an MU issue. Yeah, we definitely going to have an MU issue. Johnny 2 consoles. So we probably get rid of the leeches to be consistent. I think we get rid of the Hantu to be consistent. Now we're going to need another Ashen to be consistent. We're on 3 cookbooks. Okay, we mulligan. This hand's good. Yeah, this hand's good. Gamble, we can raindrops to remote server. It's fine. With Gourmand, we run centrals. We draw 2. It's pretty good. Simul chip to DZ? Yeah, I could see us playing 1 DZ. I don't know if we need all the simul chips in the world. Actually, no, I don't like DZ that much. Stone chip? It's not the worst. I feel like adding 1 stone chip to a 53 card deck is going to feel pretty silly, but I'm not going to be worried about like the meta. I'm going to try and build the deck first and like have fun, and then we'll like tune it to the meta. Instead of Ashen, I think this probably doesn't need to be in the deck, but it's going to be in our deck for our first run, so we can play with Abandon. Like just straight Abandon and not care. This hand's fine. Man, I really want my Carnivore as soon as possible. That's the issue. Maybe we do play 3 price. I think we have to. That's why we play the Ashen, right? This should be better. That hand's good. Again, I'm not sure about the simul chip. Rip moshing, yeah. Oh, that's sick. Sure gamble, Paladin, keep drawing. Great. Carnival will run. We'll throw out probably these 2, draw a card. Yeah, this is good. If we play this price, what do we get? We draw Steel Skin. We probably install the Banhar. Yeah, we're fine. You might have good MU issues in my old loot deck. The Gourmand doesn't eat up space for long. Yeah, we're going to send this out. Wizard's Chest. I don't think we have any reason to run all centrals, let alone we're going to struggle to run all centrals. Like, we have no reason to run AR&D, HQ, and then archives. And so I don't think we want it. Let alone the chest is going to be super inconsistent. Big Lou. It's probably a completely different deck, but I could see building Carnivore with Transfer and Wealth and some tag payoff cards like Manuel. Why would Carnivore work with that better than anything else? We have no acid tech. I do think we probably should play at least like a Fueno or something, because like it's still not bad in Lou. Maybe we just have Carnivore as like, or we have Lou as our acid tech, right? Renee. Gluttony. Carnivore's to trash tag punishment, Manuel to save more cards to trash with Carnivore. I'm assuming you'd rather just play one of 2 other consoles and play eye for an eye. That's my guess. Because Eye for an Eye does exactly what you want it to do. And it probably works a bit more organically with the suite. I'm not a big Eye for Eye enjoyer. It actually might be worth it in Loup. Clearing the tag does suck a bit. But like it's multi-axis. It fires your ability. It's cheaper than Carnivore. Carnivore's ass attack. I mean, I don't think we want to go cards down to assets. But Loup is good. Badge is good. Badge is better. Should we play 3 Carnivore, 1 Demolisher? I think we have Demolisher against assets. We're cooking. That is so good for us. Elmer Chud is a funny name. Yeah, we'll give that a shot, I think. 16 games. We'll find one. I think I saw a screenshot the other day that was shared. It was like this screen capture and it was just like everybody playing Criminal. It's pretty cool. Demolisher Loup Gourmand is absurd overkill. Yeah, but you want our ID ability to do something. I don't recognize his name. Nebula. Hey. Best of luck. Have fun. I don't know if there's going to be kill. If that's the case, we just need to trash the pieces. We need to run every turn. So I think a single botchless will get us through the early couple turns. In theory, if he like flips on turn 1, we have to contest it because it could just be like and score a false lead. Yeah, this hand's fine. We have no way of trashing stuff though, which is not great. I really hate Nebula. I just can't stand it. I don't know. Having to run centrals or they score a false lead from hand for 1 credit doesn't make sense. CV Ice's R&D here. Yeah, okay. So if this is a funhouse, it's pretty bad for us. We could just do Paladin Botchless run. We just want to make a successful run. Again, if it's Oppo, we're cooked. We just can't play around everything. Not resing into the Botchless. Oh, sorry, Mitra window. Yeah, it's a funhouse. That's bad. So they're the false lead version. So then 3 credits, so they can still score at a false lead. It's not the worst. I guess we installed the Nuka? Pass? If we face check into R&D and end up with a ping, like they could do predictive end of line we lose. Petty cash. I try to warn y'all. I try to stop y'all. Now we have to play perfectly because there's a false lead. And if we get oppoed, we're kind of cooked. This is just so disgusting. Score false leads from hand. Okay. So if this is a ping, it's not great for us. They'll be on 0 credits. I still think we're going to run anyways. We could raindrops. That's the worst case scenario. Yeah, but this is like what the deck is built to do somewhat consistently. So we could raindrops R&D. I think we do for credits. If they res, we get something here. They, in theory, could res a ping. We end up with a tag. They'll be on 0 credits, though. So they would have to have predictive to end a line, and even that we don't die to. We're just going for the flip here. Might not be the most important. Getting the click, that's the thing, is both sides of it, they recover financially. If they play an operation, well, they get a click back. They can click for credit. If not, well, they can click for credit. Shipment, okay. Yeah, so they're the tag version. Not surprising. Lagu's going to do nothing in the matchup. For falsely, I don't care with 2 clicks left. Yeah, no, I know. Yeah, no, for sure. All good? So I think we're just going to draw and put down the fermenter. We need to be running every turn. That might be something. Actually, we probably shouldn't have drawn. We should have nuked it, right? We can throw out the Lagu. We can throw out the Tide. Tide's good into the ping. Sometimes these decks only run 1 ping, so we can throw it out. We definitely should have just been drawing deeper. We have no way to deal with the funhouse. They didn't flip, though, so we're kind of fine here. This will be good if we can afford it. This will be really good if we can afford it. Did you see this coming? It's the Nebula deck right now. It's just misery. So we know they have a shipment in hand, so we don't want to go super tag me. The problem is as soon as we trash something to do Loup, we're going to end up in a really bad spot because they can oppo us. They hedge fund here, so now they can oppo us. So if they oppo us, we aren't on threat 3. We always can Carnivore an agenda, which is kind of fun. We do need to get the twinning down sooner than later, but we have to consider running here. So either we can face check into this, so we can install a simul chip and then run it. That's probably fine. Again, if it's a ping, we lose the game, so we can't run on click 2. Because they could have touch-ups. I guess if that's a ping, they can't touch-ups because they don't have anything to advance. We could run this immediately, but then we can clear the tag. I'd rather run HQ here than anywhere else. We'll trash something, we'll get the tag back with Gourmand. The problem is, like, if there's an oppo, the game is just in a really bad spot. We'll take a tag. We can still get oppoed. So I think we'll Carnivore this because I don't like our hand that much. I'll ask for an action here. They could oppo us, and then we probably, I don't know if we lose. Banhar is really good, that's for sure. So I think we can just like take Fermenter, install Banhar. We died a public trail in the line. We know there's a shipment from Vlad in hand. Yeah, the Banhar helps. We still have to take the tag though, but it allows us to check R&D, I guess. We really like the 3 Nukas. We want another Nuka here. We could have actually sent the Steelskin Scarring into the trash. That might have been fine. I guess they're digging for an operation. Maybe an oppo? Okay, YDL, so we have to run again. We'll go on R&D. So we can run here. Ideally, the Steelskin gets hit. If we lose the twinning, I think we have 2 in the deck. Oh, that's not our deck list. We could install it using the Paladin and not care. I think that twinning is going to be the most important card in the matchup. But like, we have to just risk oppo every turn. I can't believe they don't build a... Sorry. Just sit here and don't build a remote and we lose. Oh my god. We'll just keep drawing. That's good. That's fine. I think we'll risk it. We'll run R&D here. We only have 1 twinning? Oh, that's okay. We won't lose it here. So what Garfield intended, I know. Declare to you study. I have no. Okay, so that's firing. We might lose the twinning. Not anymore. Nice, our hand got better. We lost 2 simul chips. We can Carnivore this to not steal it. This puts us on threat 3. It actually might be right to Carnivore this. Because if we steal this, we go to threat 3. And if we're on threat 3, oppo is bad. I think we actually just Carnivore this and say that you're stuck in here with us. This is one of the few cards in the format that allows you to trash agendas. So that's in the bin. I guess we either get the Fermenter down for more money to be with oppo. But yeah, we don't want to be on threat 3 because as soon as we're on threat 3, Falsely just cooks us. All right, we have to run again because they played an operation. And if we don't run again, they fast advance a false lead. I really don't like this. Oh, we got 2 credits. That's nice. Second ice. Yeah, that's going to be hard to deal with. Hantu deals with this well, actually. 3 credits. I think. Okay, I guess we have to run again. So I think we'll get the twinning down. So we install twinning. Install Fermenter, run HQ. Clear tag. We could just do Nuka draw. I think you're someone in chat said once the Nebula asks so much while offering so little. That's a very good description of it. Yeah, it is just overwhelming. And it is offering you, yeah, like so little besides like smash through all their ice over and over again. Like max slot machine, minimum strategy. So raindrops on HQ is fine. It draws a card because we let the, oh no, we don't let the subroutine fire. It still gives us credits. But I want to charge the twinning this turn, but I don't think we can. So I think we just do Nuka, use Nuka, run HQ, clear tag. Break. Oh, we have too many cards in hand. Carnivore's good. Carnivore's been fine. We have a Gourmand to draw with Loup. We didn't need the Nuka that turn. But if I hit an agenda, I want to be able to trash it. You're right. I think charging the twinning a bit faster would have been good, but like I don't want to have to trash. I don't want to hit a 5-3. Kind of feels like I should lose credits when it flips back to the base side, or it should flip after you've used it. I don't know. Carnivore's fine. Copium honestly been pretty good. Have we lost our Ashen yet? No. Please don't have an operation. Okay. So if we don't lose, we lose. If we don't run, we lose again. Haven't been here before. Every single turn. Scoring another false lead, the game's just cooked. If we trash a card, they double false lead us, and we die. Maybe they don't have the end of the line. Okay. So we're back here. So we can do twinning, install buffer drive, run HQ, clear tag. They really need a second ice for HQ. Focus group. Holy shit. Okay. Touch-ups. We'll carnivore that. So their hand is Shipment Full of Disperse and 2 unknown cards. Oh, cool. They played another operation. Focus group's kind of sick. Like, that actually might work. Because they see our hand with touch-ups. And they get the click back anyway, so why not? Looks like they haven't drawn an Oppo yet. They can definitely do a Spite Oppo. Like, at least we can clear most. No. Yeah, we can clear the Oppo. We always need to have at least 4 credits. I guess if they get a second ice on HQ, that's the one that we ban hard. I just like, how is this not the worst Netrunner? Like, ice up centrals, force fast events every turn unless you like run through a funhouse. I don't get it. And not only like score to 7, which they can do, but like score 2 false leads so that you lose the game. Like, yeah, does this lose to tech? Yeah, a bit. But I'm still complaining. $22 credits, so they may not have it in hand. We want to do a lot of different things. We want to install a card. We want to make a run. Welcome back. This is the exact reason they had to ban shipment from Tenant. Yeah, I know. But yeah, the Jinteki Agenda Suite was even worse. Because they were scoring out like 6 damage. House of Knives and shit. So we can install a companion with this, right? Nice. Cards like False Lead ought to be 1 per deck, I swear. So we can install the Mystic. We can install another Fermenter, which is probably more important. Oh, this is probably bad, actually. We have to do it, though. I just can't let the next False Lead go through. Take a tag. Because now we can get Oppo'd for 2. Yeah, this is probably going to cost us the game. Because we just don't have enough money. We probably could have just taken the money and not... I don't think they have the other end line. Some of them are in 3. Yeah, we'll see some cards here. False Lead. Okay, I think we'll take that. So Oppo's still online. That's a touch-ups. So we can Carnivore through this. That's fine. We've already stolen and trashed. We'll put the Gourmand on the bottom. So we're 1 credit short of clearing 2 tags. So at least with 1 more false lead out, their margin's a bit more narrow. Oh, they're just going to score out with nano management. Oh, that's fine. Okay, so we're cornering them. That's good. So their hand is Shipment Full of Disperse and an unknown. Like, wait, this is actually okay. So they're on nano management. They're scoring out. We're functionally on 4 points. Oh man, I wish we had the Gourmand. So we still need to flip them, but not really. But they're panicking. I like that. That's good for us. That actually might not have been the play, thinking actually. The problem is we can't float attack into false sleep. We actually probably can. So if we install Nuka, we can't charge a twinning. That's fine. We don't need to charge a twinning this turn. So we can do Fermenter. If we run HQ, we throw out Sure Gamble Cookbook. I think that's okay. They have no combo pieces. We aren't dying. Yeah, no, I agree. We might not even not have to run this turn. They have a shipment full of Abyss of Bearskin, like 2 unknown cards. They might have actually thrown out the shipment. So I think we do just install. We could see the whole hand with twinning. That's actually fine. So I'll just install the Mystic. We'll run HQ. We'll clear the tag. We'll install the Nuka next turn. Oh my god, if we had a Solidarity Badge, it should be a 3 of in the deck. Solidarity Badge, we'd be flying. If you float tag, they trash the twinning. Yeah, they have the money to do that. Oppo, okay, we need to trash that. Sure Gamble on the bottom. Embedded, okay, so they have no hand. If we run Archives, they get 3 points. Not stealing this was the best thing we did. Not stealing the next big thing. So Vladisa Burke in the bin, now they're top decking unknown cards. And if there's an operation, they have to play it. This Carnivore has been really good. Genuinely really good. Non-equivalent. So they're just in top deck mode. We don't care about top deck mode. Unless they have a petty cash in the bin, we don't care about top deck mode. So we don't have to do anything here besides charge the twinning. Paladin, Botchos, Banhar, R&D. I think we just do Nuka draw. Okay, we got our Ashen. We got our Gourmand. We want to install the Simul chip at a minimum. There's nothing they top deck that we're worried about, so they can have a click. Yeah, Carnivore's working. We have the Strike Fund for the Carnivore. The Mystic will play the Ashen at some point. I don't think we'll draw again with the Nuka. I think we'll just draw and style Simul chip. Second Carnivore? And then if they draw this turn, we can see 3 in HQ. Draw and style Simul next turn, see the top of R&D. We might not need to. They planogram to. I'm going to see the whole hand. Okay, not anymore. You're stuck in here with us. God, having to play around this all the game, like never run on click 2, you'll lose the game. I guess we just run on click 1, no, but we want to install a twinning, and Simul chip won't let us do it. If we steal 3-pointer, we just run Archives. Okay, that makes sense. We'll just draw and Banhar into it. Double Funhouse sucks. So we didn't install a Cookbook. I think we'll still install an Audrey. Or we can install a Botulus. Do we Ashen now? No, I don't think so. Maybe at the end of this turn. But we'll keep it in the hand. Do we Botulus this? Yeah, probably. If it's ping, it's annoying. It's another Funhouse. That's annoying. So we probably have to jack out here. This sucks. Because we have to take 2 tags. So we could run R&D. If this is a ping, we're in a bad spot. So the worst case scenario, they score at the last false lead from hand. Sweep hand, win game? Yeah, maybe we just risk it. You're right. We can just sweep hand. We'll Simul chip the Fermenter for a Gourmand and sweep hand. Yeah, I like that. We'll lose our twinning, so maybe that's bad. But it's unlikely they have the full kill combo. And if we steal enough points here, we can just run Archives and win. Yeah. So we'll grab our little gremlin. And then we'll C3. Sprint. We have to find any agenda. Yeah, I agree. I'm not going to trash this. We're seeing 3 more cards. No, we'll trash this. Let's fix it their hand. Yeah, we'll start with the Gourmand. We'll keep the Benhar in case. We'll get rid of these 2. Strike Fund, gain 2, Strike Fund. We win. Nice. Oh, there's a virus in there. Good game. Buffer Drive Steelskin? No, we're good. Thanks for the game. I was surprised. They're on some weird fast advance fork with kill in there. Carnivore kind of sick. Oh man, if we had a Solidarity badge, we'd be doing so well. But yeah, they were like on end of the line. They were on nano management. They seem to be like totally doing everything, like kitchen sink style. I do think they could have done something with the focus group maybe. Fun tag. Oh, thanks. But like Oppo could have ruined us for sure. We could buffer drive Steelskin for safety if we somehow die. I don't think we had a Steelskin there. It was just a Strike Fund, no? Hey, cheers. Man, Nebula tilts the heck out of me. I really do not care for that design. Just the worst. All right, we'll get a third badge. Badge seemed really good because it feels like Carnivore. We're on 56, so let's cut a card just for like 55 feels like a good number. Cookbook was good, but not super necessary. Mystic and Paladin were good. Twinning was actually very good. There should be 2 of them. Let's play 57. Abbasia wasn't doing anything. Carnivore was buck wild that game. But that game was just like trash everything go. But I don't think I'm ever managed Carnivoring that turn. 57? Yeah. It's a good number. I think it's prime. I think it's a prime number. Oops. It's not prime. Don't worry about that. It's divisible by a lot of different things. 3? Oh yeah, that makes sense. 7 is from prime. Yeah, I know. It seemed like it would be. PT, sick. Okay, cool. Hey. Best of luck. Have fun. 3 times 19? You think I know my 19 times tables? Add the digits together. Yeah, add them together. If the addition of the digits is divisible by 3, it's divisible by 3. Yeah. Yeah, I assume 57 didn't get there, but it does. I know that trick. It's a cool trick. All right, this hand, we have Lagu, we have Price, we have Paladin, Nuka. That's pretty good. PT's going to go fast. Face checking the ice is going to suck. Like, PT just has really good ice. Sice and Ton's hard for us. Samak is hard for us. The other one's hard for us. That's hard for us. Like, face checking this loses the game. Sometimes. YOLO. Bonhar, Carnivore, Gourmand, Lagu. Okay, chat. Those are 4 good options. Benhar, Carnivore, Gourmand, Lagu. Okay, so it's not the Lagu, it's not the Gourmand. Is it Carnivore or is it Bonhar? They're going to be on 3 cards in hand. If they score on an agenda, okay. If they have a Charlotte, that's pretty bad. Let's do the Carnivore, and then we can do like Nuka, draw, run. Our hand's too good. +1 for Carnivore. So if we go up this, we go to 7 hand size, so we might as well Carnivore. We'll get rid of the price. Botchos is like not that good in the matchup because there's a lot of ice we can't deal with, like Samasamun or the other one. So hey, we Carnivore to Spin Doctor. We gained a credit. Looks like it's an agenda. No cards in hand. Top deck for us. Top deck for us. Let's go. So we do Nuka, Paladin, Solidarity, Run R&D. More like bin reset. We'll get rid of a Simul Chip and a Lagu. Now they're drawing this unknown cards. This kind of sucks. Let's see what they score out. Uh-oh. Like, I never see anyone play Samasamun. They should be. This deck definitely is. Is this a clearinghouse? What is this? Did we just die at a clearinghouse? Think this Simul Chip should be clean getaways? Maybe. I could see something like that. They have 5 credits. Why don't we contest this? We should just contest this, right? What is this, Chad? Idiosyncresis? This is no shot. This has to be an idiosyncresis, right? I think we just run it. Big Charlotte. All right. So now we run HQ. Oh, I guess we should have raindrops that. That's on me. It's like clearinghouse, just let them win. Yeah, I agree. We're just trashing everything. Just trashing everything. It's gone. I don't care. I really hope they don't draw ice. Evil smile. Oh no, we played into clearinghouse. Oh, okay, good game. Right. Well, we trashed a lot of cards. Good game. I was not respecting it. I think it had to be clearinghouse there, unless it's an idiosyncresis. Like, what else is it possibly? We would never contest that. I think we would contest that. We just need to get a botulus, because I don't think they can res this. This is maybe the cheapest end to run. We made all the right plays. You know what? We should cut the simulchips for like pinholes. We'd have to have 6 in hand. Oh, because we died to La Costa. Yeah, you're right. We die no matter what. Yeah, because La Costa fires first. You're right. Yeah, I don't think I like the simulchips. It doesn't let us do the thing that we want to do. So what about if we do like 2 pinhole threadings, not results oriented, and then like 2 clean getaways? 58. It's getting more. It's getting more consistent. Clearinghouse cheese. Yeah, I know. Like, I don't know. It's not my thing. I don't think I feel happy when that happens. Go to 59. I think we'll eventually get there. Yeah, we probably could have contested that. I think there was a turn that we could have then botchless run it. As soon as it's not a Charlotte, it was probably worth contesting, or at least forcing him to res ice. I think that was probably correct. We saw so much. I'm assuming if they're on that, they're probably on like 5-3s and nothing else. I don't know. Maybe clearinghouse is just a 1-of. But yeah, we probably could have contested it. 60 card deck MTG gaming. Just wait till we play Commander. Man, I honestly have felt like playing Ampere and Nova recently, and that's just because, like, I don't know. I feel like a Rattle Runner decks are not that exciting right now. Generally a really fast clearinghouse setup though, effectively 6 advancements on turn 4. Yeah. Like PT fired twice, I guess. No simulchips? Yeah, we just cut all the simulchips. We haven't felt like using them. Maybe we haven't been running into enough ice. Like, we ran into a deck that we beat with 2 botulists, so that's been fine. We used the simulchip once. It was nice to install to Paladin, which is worth something. Hey, it's World Champ Limes. LEO, okay, we're going to want the botulists. This is not going to be good. Our hand is like, okay. It's not great. I think I'll mulligan this. How's it going? Like, parts of this hand is not bad. Elio's running 3 copies of what's it called? The Boomy. So like Botchas is not that good. Yeah, going all right. Good luck, have fun. Yeah, simulchips is a bit better into Elio. We have no good way of dealing with the Brawn. Maybe we just have to Audrey and send it. Where do these quotes come from? These? JNet. Sometimes they were made from the what's it called? From the community who's writing them. At this point, I think new cards just pull them from the card itself. We can't blind run Central's Ice because of Boomy. We can. We just click through the subroutines. I don't mind this hand. It's not the worst. We obviously don't have Banhar and we don't have Lagu or Carnivore. Yeah, we're probably gonna have to click through some stuff. The JNet quotes were mostly made up by Sanjay and Phil. I think recently they updated it so the new IDs just have their like quotes from the text because they would just say no quote please, and that didn't look good. But yeah, I do believe you're right. Boomy eats your Trojans. It has text too new. Yeah, it's not bad. I'm gonna raindrops first click. Actually, we don't really need to because this is unlikely to have. It can't be a 3.0. Or sorry, it can't be a Brawn or an Ansel unless we get actually wrecked a bit by Mitra. So this is an ugly fork. It's a Hagen, great res. Now on 1, this means this has to be what's it called? A humanoid. So we can do Badge HQ and Hope. I'm okay with that. This is also really bad ice for us, so I'm glad to find that there. Easy. Never punished. So let's see if it's a humanoid. And Limes pops off. Yeah, nice. So he's going to be on 4 credits, which means he can threaten the lower end. Hopefully he doesn't get a greasing or something here. Because on 4 he can't play hedge fund, of course. Maybe a petty cash. Scape net. Fuck off. Come on. Are you kidding me? Why? Why is the game like this now? Gaped idiot. Like fuck. Why is this what it is now? I'm just gonna play another one. Botchus, Lagu, Pranwa. I think I'm gonna go for the Lagu here. Our money in our hand is pretty good. We'll take a core damage, I don't care. Oh, wow. We could have raindrops that. He's down to 0, which is fine. We'll have trashed something off the top easy. Yeah. Please no escape. Click 3. Show him the second badge. That we do. That we definitely do. So get us a Botchus, we get in here slightly. This looks like it has to be an agenda. If it's a humanoid, you can't crack it. So maybe it's a Regolith or a humanoid. We want our pinhole for that. We could just raindrops R&D to start. I don't assume this gets res. If it's a drafter, it's pretty bad, but like that's what our deck does. I don't care. I don't think you res. A drafter, you probably res here. Ron, bummer. All right, we're drawing. All right, we're drawing. I'll start with the fermenter. We're gonna need some money. It's actually likely that the sure gamble is better than the fermenter. Bronze in hand. The Regulus has arrived. Botchus needs 2 counters to kill Hagen. No, we should break the end to run and lose the Botchus. That's another reason why we shouldn't install the fermenter. I think now with the fermenter, we don't play the gamble. I think the gamble was better than the fermenter because we have to put this down. Wow. 3 solidarity bench. Not very good anymore. I guess the ice is getting rezzed. Yeah, this is not good anymore. I do not like where we are. As soon as the Regolith goes through, you kind of lose the game, huh? What are we doing? We need to find a cookbook. Clean getaway just for 3 credits is pretty sad. We can throw this out, no problem. So maybe we just do credit gamble. I mean, I don't like it. Regular is a 7-point agenda Ellie. Yeah. It feels so pivotal. It feels really important. Limes probably has agendas in hand. We'll see if he jams here. Behind a single Hagen's a bit like dodgy, but like if we don't draw into a Botchus, we got nothing. Ice up archives. Wow. All right, that's good. That's all really good. So we'll hold our Audrey until we have to push. If he purges, I think we're okay with it. We might crack our fermenter next turn and then just drop. He needs to get the Brawn on their mode server, and then it's really hard to deal with. I think here we're going to just do Audrey run HQ. Yep. Lost a twinning. Ugh. Fermenter, Benhar will put on HQ. The list that I think Laura was playing was on one Mavirus. I'm gonna ask for action. I don't know, even if I clear Lego, it feels like a close game sometimes. Helps a lot though. It feels really good. So this is likely to be good for us. I'm just installing this so we don't lose it. Do we want to take 2 damage? Yeah, I do think we do. Okay. Not the best. Nice, that tracks. We can now go back, and we should. I do think there's another agenda in here. Trash, match strength. Draw 2 cards. Break. Wait, do we? Oh, I broke the wrong one. Might be. Yeah, I broke the wrong one. I was checking. I was like, wait, our credits are still pretty good. There's the Brawn. So unfortunately, we used the Audrey counter there. That might have been wrong. We really needed a trash there for the badge. So we'll see if there's a seamless. That could just be the Brawn. Oh, fuck. Yeah, so this sucks that we used the Audrey counter. That probably was not right. So we'll just put some pressure in R&D. We definitely need to trash something. So Gourmand run R&D is totally fine. In theory, he could throw a Byroid at us. We always have a Banhar there. There's 3 bronze on the table. I think it's brawn. So this we just have to fire. We lost the cookbook. That's pretty bad. We'll see if he trashes it. I don't think he can. So red level clearance. I think we just have to trash this. It's not the most important card, but it means it fires a lot of our triggers. So Audrey, Badge, and Loup. Okay, Pinel's okay. Yeah, we'll just click through the Brawn if we need to. Second RLC got through. I do think this is Brawn. This is Brawn. This is Brawn. Let's see if he gets the ice. I'm happy clicking through this. Hey, Rising Tide. We could break it for a lot. I think we just click through it. Maybe with a Gourmand, we don't click through it. I think we really need our Carnivore. Oh my god, if we had a Carnivore. Let's just get a Carnivore. Maybe he purges here. I think it's actually better to run HQ because we assume this is a Brawn and then we can like Audrey through this. If he trashes the Brawn, that's better. So we'll run... I'll Banhar HQ. Can I... Yeah, we definitely should have drawn with the badge before we Banhar'd, but I'm okay Banhar'ing HQ. We have to remember we have no Simul Chips. Simul Chips actually be good. I'm going to say it. Let me say it's on HQ. Okay. Do you need to play core? Both Carnivores in the last 4 cards of the deck. So it is a Brawn. So we can either take 3 damage here. I'm fine with that. I'm going to take 3. Take net 1. Okay, take net 1. Yes. Take net 1. Yes, sick. Continue. So you might pop the Brawn after we go through the Afshar, but I think we're overall happy with that. So we will add strength. I think it's the Fermenter. And then we'll break. Hedge. Beans. We still have our whole turn though. So we have a second Audrey to recycle if we need to get the cookbook counter. So we'll just keep drawing. Carnivore's good. Buffer Drive is good. Our Paladins, I think both are in the bin. Yeah, both Paladins are in the bin. Ashen is unspoken for. So we need to get both of these down so we can pressure. So I think we just draw once. Oh no. I think we just install both of them. He might actually purge. Our hand is pretty happy to be running R&D and then just getting Carnivore. Because again, it draws us 2 cards with Solidarity Badge. Without a twinning, this is hard. If we had a twinning, we'd be okay. But we'd also, of course, need a little friend. Mystic on the bottom. Botchos in hand. Sick. Chat, what do you think's the remote server? He probably needs a Seamless to be anything here. ADT is pretty bad. Yeah, it's been fun. It's been fun tonight. Because we can botchless this and just run it. Yeah, Boomy's the thing that we have to watch out for sure. And Boomy like eats us pretty bad. For what it's worth, we can like Boomy and then hope and then jack out, then install and then run back. Last Regolith. So true. Maybe we just like click R&D. I'm okay with it. It's only a single. But I'll just triple click this. If he trashes it, we're happy. I think there's a chance it's an agenda. Do we care about them scoring once? No, probably not. Isaac. I think we pay 2 and preserve our Carnivore. That charges all our stuff, and then we pass our turn. Wow, the nuke has been great. Purge, okay, cool. That tracks. We're just going to do the same plan because Carnivore can afford it. This still can be an agenda. Feel like we should click Fermenter and chill? No shot. No shot. When we can do this every single turn, we definitely should be running HQ. I think we Carnivore here because we're going to be discarding cards. Problem is, what are we getting rid of? Strike Fund? Nuka, maybe? Are we cooking? Yeah, we're definitely cooking. If we pay 2, we're going to be on 7 cards, so we discard 2 anyways. Make a strong case for Alarm Clock. Yeah, this is a good Alarm Clock board state. So this gets trashed for sure. Steals can draw us too many cards. Audrey, we want to hold. You can Audrey the Strike Fund end of turn. Oh, you're right. Yeah, that's probably better. Nah, this is the same. This is exactly the same. I think having a Rising Tide is actually really good because we can try Rising Tide, run the remote server. So it honestly might be Botulus. Because we haven't seen a single Boomy. Botulus is really good though. We'll do Strike Fund, then gain 2, then Strike Fund. Audrey Badge Lou. We drew our Abasu. Abasu for Afshar is sick. Wait, we break for 1? It's a humanoid, okay, so we definitely should be running HQ. He's no agendas so far. Lagu. Gourmand on the bottom. Our Ashen is unseen. Somewhere in the bottom 14. Okay. That's hard to deal with. Gets the hedge fund. Just drew all the money. Yeah, I know. Wait, this deck is fun. Carnivore's kind of sick. All right, so we're assuming this is Managarm. Thinking it could be Anoetic, which is kind of fine. So we have to run this twice. If we install Rising Tide, this goes down. Audrey will break this. I do think we just contest the remote server. I think we just do Fermenter, Rising Tide, run. Oh, but then we can't click Managarm. So I think we just do Rising Tide, run. Is Mitra a problem? Maybe. Could be Isaac. Yeah, I don't care. If he ends around the Isaac, that's fine. We'll contest this. We break this for, what is it? 5? Yep, so it was the 3 bronze. So this, I think we just face tank. Thinking. Yeah, I think we just face tank it. Sure. Yep. Okay, that's scary. If we lose that, we have to buffer drive it. We just need to force him to pop this Brawn. If it's a Mersha or an Isaac, so be it. If it's an Anoetic, it's a Mersha. Okay. Okay. So here, he still needs a Seamless. His hand is probably really flooded. We drew a twinning, but we have no companion for it. We need to make sure we have enough money. We could put a Botulus on this Brawn. We have the MU. And then next turn we can run HQ, which is probably the play. I think that's the play. I think we put the Botulus on Brawn and then we run HQ next turn. He might not score out, but then we're forking both servers. We need to keep our money up though, so we probably do this. And then I think we take the Fermenter. If he purges, we're okay, because we just run... No, I think we just click for a credit here. We didn't fire stuff. But we're pretty sure there's an agenda in there on their own. Oh, never mind. So weird. I don't know what's going on. I literally don't know what's going on here. Okay, I spin. So he might be fixing his hand. This could be the first agenda. Oh my god, we need to run HQ here. So this we break for free. Then we break the Afshar. If he throws the Brawn, we're fine. Protecting Trank is worth it. Yeah, because we'll trash it. It gives us all this engine. Maybe. It depends if he has another Mersha. But like, if we trash the Trank and get in there, it charges all our shit. We get Solidarity Badge too. So we'll put this in R&D just in case. So I think we start with the Spin Doctor, then we run HQ, because if we trash something in HQ, we don't want it to be spun back. This could be a Mavirus. If it is, that's fine. We can install the Abyssue, which is actually pretty good, but we have an MU problem. We don't have money to trash it, we'd Carnivore it. So I think we just run HQ here. ScapeNet went back. God damn it. Don't shuffle that shit back in. It's toxic. So if we can spend our credits, that would be ideal. Issues, our MU is totally full. We have Tide, Audrey, Fermenter. If we crack the Fermenter to install the Abyssue, it's kind of a wash. So I think we just run HQ here. We go through the Botulus. No agendas were shuffled back. Spend your 2 before you run. I just don't know how to. Wait, literally we can't. We could do credit, install Twinning, and then run HQ. Just to get that on the table. Maybe that's worth something. Yeah, that's probably worth something. He might purge this turn. If he throws a Brawn at us, I think we're happy. So Audrey, we really need this to hit. Yep. It's the kind of matchup where Leo would trash a Wage Worker just so Loup couldn't trash it. I don't think it's a Byroid. No, it is Clone and Byroid, isn't it? Nice. Yeah, that tracks. So now we have to find like the Vulnerability Auditor to send a message. Oh, we didn't fire any of our stuff besides like winning. That's good too. Yeah, Wage Worker is Byroid and Clone and Industrial, I guess. Yeah, sometimes you will trash it. Oh, that's bad. So there's the Sam. There's the Boomy on Archives. So this doesn't do its thing because it only trashed during a run. So that helps. But now it's still not perfect because you can't fast advance with Hollowman because this deck is on no 3/2s probably. So we need to get lucky and find. There's probably at least one more send a message, might be up to 3 more 5/3s. So here we probably have to hit the Fermenter. What's left in our deck that we want? We need to find a companion. We have 2 Paladins out. 1 Mystic is on the bottom. 1 more in the next like 10 cards. Do we just Ashen? I don't think we do. It doesn't help us that much. Maybe an Ingaton, I'd be very surprised. Ingaton's not really that great with Hollowman. It's not the worst. I think we just click to draw a bunch. We probably have to crack the Fermenter. But this Ashen just functionally draws 3 cards. Like, it's not that great. Says draw 5, but yeah, it draws new cards. That's true. We need to get an Audrey counter. We could just run and triple click R&D. If he cracks it, then he might purge. But if he purges, he doesn't jam. I think we're happy with that. Like, it's greedy. But I don't like the cards in hand. So we're going to go for singles. He's only on 6 credits. Okay, he's on Ingatans, it turns out. Turns out he's on Ingatans. All right, I guess we're on game point. There's no way there's more than 1 Ingatan in the deck. Feel like it's worth getting the Abyssue down? I'm not sure. Maybe it is for HQ. Yeah, I wanted to Carnivore really bad because it gives us Audrey, it gives us Badge, it gives us Loup, but unfortunately, I don't think we Audrey that. Or sorry, Carnivore that. Okay. Okay, he's on Ingatons. We could lose this turn. He's on 3. I've never seen Elio with 3 Ingatons. I'm like very surprised. Okay, this is really important. Big think. So if he has exactly the last Ingoton, we lose if he has 6 credits, right? Sometimes less if he has a red level clearance. Like he can get away with 5 credits if he has the last RLC in hand. So either we have to go HQ. So far we've seen 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 points, which is still a bit low for how far we've gone through the deck. Maybe not. 13 points is probably about average at this point. So we can run HQ. We can botchless, take a damage. We'd have to install the Abasu first. So we do Fermenter, Abasu, run HQ. If he cracks the Brawn, then we run back, and then we can see a single in HQ. That's probably our best chance. Oh yeah, even with Trank Grid, yeah, he needs less, you're right. So I think we have to shoot at HQ here. He could top deck it, but our only option is Fermenter, Abasu, run. If he throws a Brawn at us. And I think if there's agenda anywhere, it's more likely HQ. We can't break Brawn twice. Well, if he throws it at us, we don't have to break it twice, right? Because it's not there. Yeah. If he trashes it, he trashes it. Can you trash the holo? Honestly, yeah, maybe we could. That actually was definitely a line we could have pursued, is trashing the holo. But this also has another chance of just winning off of being okay. Do we Abasu just to trash a card to draw a card? I mean, yeah, these are not good cards. Oh, fully breaks a piece of ice. Get fucked, Abasu. Yeah, that's not going to do shit. It's not bad for Afshar, though. Like, installing for 2 is pretty slick. Got there. Sick. Good game. Thanks, you too. Super scared to see the second Ingoton. I thought maybe you were on 1. Did you have the 3rd? I think it makes sense that there's points in hands. Okay. So he's on all 3, so we actually get stuck there. Man, just pressure in singles. Like, no twinning, spin up. But, like, the Carnivore is good. It gives us incentives to run, which is, like, kind of really, really fun. Oh, super cool. Yeah, the Afshar makes that a bit obvious in hindsight. Yeah, there was a deck posted from Beijing that was a very strange LEO deck that had Holloman and Ingotons and Afshar. I don't know why you play Afshar. Maybe the meta there's a bit specific that demands it. 21 points 2 you think this deck is on? Damn. The hand is ablative. Isaac sent a message Bendigarm. Cool. So we had 40% chance of winning there off HQ, which makes sense. He might have to just jam to send a message and hope, and then we still have 2 servers. But with 6 points in hand, maybe he's happy that we're running singles on R&D. Maybe we should have read it. Like, he would have iced this up if it was worrisome, so maybe HQ is a bit more dense. Super cool. Thanks for the game. Carnivore is good. Like, kind of fun. 3 Sam, 3 Inga, 3 off. It looks like that, yeah. I remember reading the list to be like, oh, that's very, very interesting. I run Afshar and LEO due to taxing HQ runs. I mean, it definitely helps. I feel like I don't want to spend 2 influence on this, though. Like, I think the influence is really valuable in LEO. Like, this is not a bad card, for sure. Like, we're breaking it for 3. I mean, I don't know. It's a lot cheaper than MIC, that's for sure. But it actually gives us the same issues as Fly Swatter, but at least we don't lose 2, so I kind of get it. This list was kind of hype. It was kind of hype. It's kind of fun. Should we be on alarm clock? Maybe. Maybe with Carnivore, I could afford being a alarm clock. It brings you down to 57 cards, which is not prime, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, it is slots compression, which I think we actually do prefer. And we want to be running HQ. We want to just be running Essential because our badge Carnivore engine like is so contingent on always trashing. I think that makes sense. This clean getaway is not bad, but it's like I could see us trashing this with Carnivore and being like, okay, yeah, that's fine. The breaker situation, I do like the Tide. I do like the Abasu. I don't know if we need a Hantu. We probably don't, but I don't think I missed a clone chip so far. We have very limited testing, so like don't read too much into it, but yeah, that seems kind of fun. I would do more of that, that's for sure. Unfortunately, not gonna be tonight. It's already 11:46. It's my partner's birthday in about 15 minutes, so we're gonna be signing out a bit here. But we had a good time. I do think the op games were a bit sloppy, so apologies for that. Sometimes it's just not your day, but speaking of the day, that does not even segue. Thanks to all these folks and more that help support the Métropole Grid so we can do stuff like this, like streams and video content and all the other stuff that goes on behind the scenes. Yeah, if your name is here, by the way, I keep saying this, and you want a little icon next to your name, like some of them do have, please hit me up. We'll get the icon in there. It's not a lot of work. I have to export this stuff pretty constantly, so we can throw that in there as long as it's not offensive. That is just good enough. It's a pretty low bar of what it takes. So if you want to get that in there. Otherwise, we have daily cast patrons. Their names are not here. But if you want to support the channel, if you want to leave a like on the video, that also helps a heck of a lot. It really does. Subscribe to the channel, all that sort of stuff as well. Thanks for the stream. Always a pleasure. Diogenes, thanks so much for driving by. I've been struggling not to call you Diogen, which I'm used to, but Diogenes, I think, is the English way of saying it. And nobody gets those two confused. Thanks for the stream. Thanks for the stream. Thank you. Yeah, of course. Thanks for dropping by. Lucille, it's really late. You still up? Good morning. We'll be back on Tuesday. This weekend there's a bunch going on. I forgot to shout out, I hope that you know, if you do know, that this weekend it is the EMEA Online Megacity Championship. I'm imagining this one will have some pretty big numbers associated, but this is again the 28th and 29th, so going across this weekend. Time zone doesn't make a lot of sense for me, as it usually doesn't at Europe, but you could be watching that. I'm assuming it's being streamed, so that will be up on the weekend. So if you want to watch some Netrunner and get involved, the online tournaments have been pretty great. So happy birthday to your partner. Thank you, Kokoro. Anyways, grab your tickets if you're going to America's Continentals. We'll see you in 2 months, but otherwise only 4:40 at 5 a.m. Oh my God, I'm stressed for your sake. Hopefully it's okay. But we'll see you back on Tuesday.